So if you remember when we last left our intrepid group, you had just finished Thanksgiving dinner. You had gone to the park to meet Lou, the leader of the Autumn people. He had offered you the job of Autumn Knight, and you had accepted. He had given you a spear that gave you kind of elven magic powers, and also expanded your powers some. And that's where we were. I think we had kind of finished up right there as everybody was getting ready to head back home to go to a tryptophan coma after all the turkey and chicken and, was a green bean casserole and good eats from that. So that's where we were. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pick up the next day. You've all headed home. You've kind of rested and recovered from your tryptophan coma, and you're waking up. This is the day after Thanksgiving, which would be like Friday the 25th, or is it 21st, or something like that. Anyway, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving, so there we go. Yeah. All right. Anybody in particular want to wake up early and start this party?
Yeah, I always wake up early, so...
Okay. Well, before you get started, realize that you missed your lesson with Carla yesterday because it was Thanksgiving, but she was having Thanksgiving with her family anyway, so it wasn't like you missed them. You just decided you wouldn't have a lesson. She's been coming to, remember, her apprenticeship lessons kind of regularly for the last couple weeks, especially while you've been under the weather and you haven't had, the world about to end. So, yeah, she's been studying with you. Carl has shown up once or twice, generally kind of comes in to where you're working with her on a magic stuff, looks at what's going on, rolls his eyes, and goes outside to smoke or vape or whatever he's doing. And then he generally heads home with Carla when she is done with her lesson. Your lessons are generally a couple hours, something like that. She is showing marked improvement, so she's able to do some very simple stuff. Chill down objects, because she also can work with air. Make minor, force movements with her kinetic shield, her spirit magic. And you haven't really done much with her lightning magic, but she's been able to actually use the lightning to kind of like light candles and stuff like that. So very, very minor stuff, but she's showing a lot of promise and control. And probably her power level is going to be pretty good eventually, but you're taking it slow with her. So yeah. Okay, so you're up first in the morning? Yes.
Okay, so I'm up first in the morning, and I was actually going to give Carla a call.
Okay, you can give her a call. Sure.
Her lessons. And
your next lesson with her would be Tuesday.
What day is it?
It is Friday, so you've got a couple days before you can see her.
Okay, so I'll just give her a call on and say, hey, Tuesday, I'm going to give her some tougher tests using those things, just to kind of...
Okay, so you give her a call using your landline or using your Nokia?
My landline.
Okay. Use your landline, pick it up, and call her. Ring, ring, ring.
I'll leave a message if you want.
Yeah, nobody picks up.
Answer machine?
Yeah, and you can leave a voicemail, so yes.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey, just call, this is Della, just saying, next time we meet, I have a couple tests I'm going to give you that you can take. I'm trying to make it sound mundane in case somebody hears it.
Yeah.
I'll see you Tuesday. Be sure to study.
Okay, cool. You also know that she works evenings and nights, so she's probably still in bed. Of course, she was home with her family, so she may be in a tryptophan coma too. Very possibly.
Well, that way she just knows the pros when she wakes up. And then I'm going to head to make my way to the Audubon Park.
Okay.
And with my little ley line mappy thing I have. And I've added some of the stuff from her map to my map.
Right.
So I can kind of like keep calling it out.
So basically taking a big black Sharpie and color all over your map to
now, my
add
map
her stuff.
is markedly less lined.
And then you burned a hole in one corner with a cigar. No, I'm kidding.
No.
All right, so you grab your ley line map and you head towards Audubon Park. Grab probably a bus down there or something along those lines. And you start, you're doing the dowsing rod thing, okay? You're going to do a thaumaturgy spell probably for that. You really don't need to do an evocation for, that. So you grab your little piece of coat hanger and stuff like that, and you put them into a circle, and you kind of circle around like that. Find where you can feel the ley line is the strongest.
Well, I'm going to go to where I last left off with my ley line thing and start from...
Yeah, well, you can feel it. Sure. I mean, you can kind of sense it, but when you get close to it, you set it up. grab a piece of basically the park and put it in there, and then you kind of reach out with your feelings to feel where the power from the ley line is, and immediately you can feel that kind of tainted, stream of energy that flows underneath the park.
Does it match up with the tainted ley line?
Seems to feels the same as far as you can tell. And so, you imbue the little dowsing rods with a tiny feeling of that power, and then snap it shut, break the circle, and begin kind of walking across the park. The little, dowsing rods spin this way and that way and kind of point in a general direction. And as you're walking, they're turning to follow what seems to be a pretty straight path. You're walking across the park. You see a lot of the homeless people that you had seen the night before still there. People sleeping under park benches. Some of them look like they're shooting up, kind of in the bushes. It looks pretty bad. A lot of them look at you with almost undisguised malevolence. You're just kind of going, wow, why are these folks so mad at me? But you're not sure. Maybe just in general, that's what the ley line's doing. There's no telling. You walk across the park. It probably takes you maybe an hour to walk across the park with the dowsing rods, and eventually you notice that it is taking you what looks like towards the zoo. Okay. And so you're following. You're going to have to probably buy a ticket to get into the zoo, but the unfortunate thing is the zoo's not open yet. It doesn't open until 9, so you're going to have to wait till the zoo opens, unless you want to sneak inside.
I was going to say, do I really have to wait?
It's up to you.
I'm going to do my invisible veil.
Okay. It's your little rope. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to
go to the gate. Well, the gate's locked. You're going to leap over it. You can do wind magic. You could probably boost yourself over if you wanted.
Is there nowhere that has kind of like an opening? Like maybe I can...
Well, you remember they put fences around zoos so people can't come in for free.
Then I'm going to...
so the animals couldn't escape.
That too. Those are the individual...
Capitalism.
That's right.
If nothing has been left open inadvertently, then I'm going to stand with my veil, and I'm going to follow an employee in.
Okay.
Because they do
roll
early
me
stuff
a check real quick.
On what?
Just a check. It's kind of a luck check more than anything. Oh, okay. That's pretty lucky there.
Have luck.
Good
I'll
luck.
go with luck on that. You actually do get there. You're kind of hanging around by where the gate is, and you see this young woman, young maybe being kind of 30-ish. She's dressed in a zookeeper's outfit. It's kind of a brown and green that says zookeeper on the, right here. She walks up to one of the doors that goes through one of the walls and opens it. You kind of slip. Give me a... You're trying to slide in behind her. Give me a stealth check, please. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah. Okay. Still did really well.
Okay, good, because I don't have any stealth. So
Well, but remember, you're invisible, so,
+2.
she doesn't see you.
Yeah.
You're just, you can get in behind her pretty easily. So you kind of slide in behind her before the door closes, or maybe just with a light touch on the door so you can slide in. She heads off towards one of the main buildings. Look like the Tiger Building is where she's headed. You pull out your little dowsing rods, and you're kind of walking around, and you're able to follow them across. It follows one of the main thoroughfares through the zoo, and then you're still following, and you eventually reach kind of the back of the zoo after about another 30 minutes, and it looks like it's heading towards the river.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Now, the edge of the zoo that butts up against the river is kind of bermed up, and there's low walls, but no people really don't sneak in the riverside very often. And so, you could probably step over the wall onto kind of the murky bank on the other side. It's going to be gooey, muddy. There's lots of trash, branches. It's kind of gross. You could step up on top of the wall if you want and keep your little dowsing rods.
Well, would I think if I stepped onto that, is it that gooey and marshy?
The dirt below the wall outside the zoo, yes. Very murky, not so good. Stepping up on top of the wall, you can at least get an idea of the direction of the dowsing rods.
I'll do the wall just in case I can see if I have to go through the gooey stuff.
You step up on the wall with the dowsing rods, and all of a sudden they start kind of spinning. But you know that water tends to drown out magical influences. That's why it's hard to do spells on the lake. It's also harder to do spells in the rain, or if somebody took a water hose and put it on your head, you probably couldn't do spells at all. So interesting.
My secret weapon.
That's right.
A super soaker.
That's right. Yeah, right.
So
A water balloon.
It's been a long time since I've been there. So the water, is it like the water for a lake or river?
It's a river. It's the Mississippi River.
Mississippi River.
Yeah, it's Mississippi River. Big, long river. Across is, where Algiers is and some of the other places across where they're a little bit less nice part of New Orleans. Yeah.
I'm going to back off the wall and, go to, another part of the zoo. So, maybe south and east from where I am.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
and see where and plot out where I see that ley line now. If it's come, because what I'm trying to figure out is it going to be north or I'm going to eliminate
it's
east
kind of
and west and south.
Southwest across the river is where it's going to be. You can figure out kind of where it is.
So it's going to be across the river.
Yeah, it's going to be across the river as far as unless it's in the middle of the river, which would have its own problems. Yeah.
I just got healed from the Pontchartrain.
Right. Well, this is not nearly okay. There's the Mississippi River, which means it's not great, but it's definitely not as bad as Pontchartrain. The only way to get over to Algiers is to take the ferry. Really, and so you're going to probably have to hop the ferry. That may be something you don't want to do by yourself either.
Well, I was about to say I'm going to head back to my place and see if anybody's interested in going with me, because it's going to take them a long time to get to me if I leave without them. So
it's probably around 10:30, almost 11 o'clock. You've been walking around, the zoo. It probably took you 3 hours to trace this all the way to the water. So anybody want to get up before 11 o'clock?
Oh, I'll be up.
No, they don't have to. I'm going to be calling them.
No. Well, we have some early risers.
I'll probably be up too.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right. Miranda.
When did Bull start making bullies?
I have been. Where else? Where you found that?
Oh gosh, it's getting
I don't
so
need to-
long.
yeah.
I had something last. Yeah, I'll just get up and just do some general polish the sword, go check on the van, clean it out, look at
Van's nice looking. You're very proud.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make future plans, have a little notebook and sketch up weapons racks and different things. I'm really getting into this whole idea of the Scooby Gang van situation going on here.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
So I'll just be milling around for a little while.
You polish the sword, probably run through a few of your sword moves. You could go out back of the pawn shop if you want. There's an empty alley out there if you want to run through it, a little more room. Your apartment's probably not big enough to really run through anything serious. All depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, I'd probably go out.
Okay. You step out into the back alley. You probably go downstairs to BJ's pawn shop. He lets you out the back. He trusts you pretty much. You head out the back, and so run through some of in the back alley there. A few people walk by, kind of look at you, but
just doing my Karate Kid.
Tai Chi, people do that kind of stuff all the time. And so again,
yoga's gonna be a thing in 5 years. So
that's right. So nobody's really concerned about it. They're just kind of watching you. It gets to be about 10 o'clock. You're getting a little nibbly munchy breakfast.
Yeah, I assume based on yesterday's conversation with Lou that we'll be convening at some point, so I will preemptively hop in the van, go grab some beignets and coffee.
Okay.
And after I procure those items, I'll probably shoot out a text with just some donut emojis to everybody and a little rooster and a sun.
Okay, cool. So you emojify everybody after you've gotten all this. It's probably around 10:30. You have just finished and you're kind of heading down towards the French Quarter to maybe wait at the ferry for everybody to get there, and you're emojified with donuts and a rooster and a rising sun emoji, and it's from Miranda.
So I'm gonna emoji a van in the zoo and a clock.
Oh.
And a running foot.
Okay. I will emoji back
Now the rest of you are all getting this, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Question, just because it's been a really long time since I've had one. You have a Nokia brick?
Yeah, you're not emojiing anything.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, yeah.
emoticon. You're doing emoticons.
You're not emojiing anything. Sorry.
Oh, man.
You have to actually type out what you want.
Well, then I don't see anything she sends.
That's true.
You would
You see
get
those weird
those
blocks,
little
yeah.
blocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the filler images
Blah, blah, blah,
or
blah, blah.
something.
Weird little
Yes,
blocks.
Miranda's sending something. You have no idea
It
what
looks
it is.
like-
Now I'm sad. I thought I've been
No.
emojing this whole time, and I've just been sending
No.
random things
Yeah.
that
Just
nobody
boring
understands.
text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna. I don't
Typing
know.
on those things is so miserable.
I will not.
But
be,
you can
I will
play
not be
Snake.
Yes,
emoji.
you can.
I'll just call.
Okay.
Hey, come to the Audubon Zoo with your food.
Okay.
Call the others. Thank you. Bye.
Sure. No problem.
All right, you've been up for a while, probably working on your warehouse, maybe cleaning up from the day before.
Yeah.
Probably putting all the food in the refrigerator, probably the freezer and refrigerator you have, and maybe the upstairs office. So yeah,
Yeah, cleaning stuff up, inserting things I don't want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's inserting, but you know.
yeah.
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 And I guess we'll probably continue to work on the place. So I think most everything's pretty much.
Yeah, you've got everything settled. You
besides
probably need
just
a
what the
kitchen
laborers are
area
going to come in and do.
if you want to have a kitchen area. But yeah, you've got everything pretty much squared away. It's a nice lair now.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
kind of sealing off the upstairs entrance and taking down
Right.
the stairs.
Right.
I think that's like the last little bit that I need to do.
Okay, you can do that. You can probably micro weld through this stuff. Yeah. So you're working on
And then
taking
rip
it.
it off.
Actually, you're probably more than anything just unscrewing it, then ripping it off the building
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and then filling the holes.
Pull out a cloth.
Yeah, exactly. So you're working on that. Emojis come across of donuts and sunrise and
Rooster.
rooster. Yes. So.
Okay. What?
I see what, and I'll just immediately call
Okay.
from that
And
person.
then I go, no.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
I'll call you 3 times because you said what, and I know you're there.
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Drinking his orange juice.
So-
Or-
How does Donuts and the Zoo sound? And trying out that new armor.
Ooh, all right, yeah.
down.
Sweet spot a little bit.
Yeah. What for?
I think
Wrestling
that
with gorilla,
Della is
obviously.
on
Exactly.
to the case of the taint.
Gorilla
Tainted ley line.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Today.
Phrasing.
So,
Glad you
Yes.
clarified that.
Yeah.
we might see some action today. Do you want to meet us there, or do you want me to swing by and pick you up?
She does have the van.
Sure, swing by and pick me up.
Great. All right. I'm gonna call the rest of the gang. See you soon.
Later.
All right.
All right.
And then I'll call Bunk next. Well, no. I will call. Yeah. Give him every minute of sleep that he can get because he's
All
a
right, so you
night
call
owl.
Darwin.
I'll call Darwin next.
All right, Darwin. You get your phone goes off. I'm not sure what ringtone you have for Miranda. It's probably something that lets you know she's calling. Yeah.
We'll have to circle back to that.
Warning! Warning! Do not answer. Warning, Darwin.
Siren, yeah.
Probably
Air
Amazing
raid
Grace.
siren.
I was thinking Amazing Grace or something like that. Something, holy or I don't know.
Warning.
That Kanye West.
Let's see. It's Friday, day after Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
I feel very, very content that that'd be a day where, like, the purpose was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just sitting at the house, not worrying about anything, had tons of food, still have leftovers.
Probably so.
You know, just taking it easy, probably through TV and whatnot. Phone buzzes,
Mm.
donuts, chicken, sun.
I've got turkey and ham, green bean casserole on a plate in my fridge. Yeah.
I'm honestly not sure I would respond to it. Probably.
Well, then she calls you. Okay, then she calls you.
Did she?
So that what
She
you
said
yeah,
she was
I would've
going to.
called
yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
There would have been a beat between the text messages and the
Yeah.
call.
Like so the
See
so
what?
the text messages
Well, I
the
was on
preamble.
Yeah, you see what?
What?
Yeah, and then nothing
I
else.
feel like I get what while I'm on the phone with Volt, and I'm like, ooh, Darwin's awake. Gotta go.
No, he was saying that he said what, not him. Yeah,
Oh.
he's not
Like, I
saying
see anything like-
I thought you
Oh.
were saying you'd say the
And
same
then
thing. Like,
what?
Incommunicado. Yeah, radio silence from Darwin. Yeah. So she does call you.
That gonna be rude though.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
good morning.
Morning.
Maybe I will.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
So, I have beignets, and Della's at the zoo, and I'm going to pick up Volt. Do you want me to pick you up after? Because you totally want to go to the zoo with us and find a tainted ley line? Or, you could come
What?
on your...
He's like, I'm speaking Chinese. I don't understand what she's saying.
I'm asking if you want to go with us to the zoo. To
Wait.
potentially do something life-threatening, but
He's like, is this a trick question?
I'm not good at convincing you to do things, I'm
Yeah.
realizing. I have donuts and coffee, and we might save the world. Or at least the Audubon Park.
Vacuum your cat.
You didn't have anything to
Trying
do
very
today,
hard
right?
to think of something else.
Like,
Yeah.
surely you had nothing planned for today. It's the day after Thanksgiving.
that is accurate. I had actually nothing planned for today. That was the goal.
Oh, well, I don't want to interrupt if you just wanted to chill. And sound really sad.
Are you not like an Italian mom or something?
Give me a rapport check.
That's good.
Well, my report is
Oh?
I do have rapport, and it's plus
it's actually
4,
pretty
so
good.
I actually still have a 2 despite getting a negative 2.
Wow.
That's really good, actually.
Good luck, Darwin.
I'll let you roll against her rapport if you'd like.
He's like looking.
It is rapport. Rapport is a social defense.
Yep. And she's not really, intimidating you. She's trying to convince you. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's rapport. So I'll let you
It's
roll against her.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Just guilt
I'll let you roll against with
manipulation a
rapport if
little
you'd like.
bit.
I mean, she can't force you to do anything, but
Some light
you
emotional
know.
manipulation.
Yeah.
She kind of can't.
oh my.
He's
your
really
rapport
into
at?
his alone time.
I got a +3.
You can tell she's probably trying to manipulate you into to go and so you realize what's up, but that's about it. You're not swayed. You could just as easily stay home and watch TV and
Who else is going to be there?
Well, once I wake up Bunk, maybe everybody.
Sweet the devil, if you can check out me in the new armor.
Oh yeah, and you want to see your
I like to
creation in
believe
the
that you just
action.
have it on speakerphone.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
You 100% just have it on speakerphone.
Like I've already picked him up, and we're just like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm there yet.
right.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
yeah.
I was trying to help her out a little bit.
Oh no, I still believe that 100% that Miranda is one of those people that talks on speakerphone.
but
Probably.
I do that in real life.
I know. I know.
That's funny.
Wait, did they have speakerphones then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so. Absolutely. They
I'm
might.
so sorry.
They might have even had it on Nokia's, but it didn't work very well.
I'm just upset
My
about the
dad
emojis.
had it didn't sound great.
No, but yeah, you
no,
sound like you're talking out of the
background
bottom of a
noise
bucket. Yeah.
counselor was not a thing.
Not really. No. Mm-mm.
Alright, so I'm just gonna pencil myself in tomorrow for a long time.
We'll
yeah,
see.
sure.
Good luck with that. Is she gonna pick you up?
Would you like me to pick you up, or you want to meet us on the mope?
Oh, are you picking us up in the van?
Yeah. I'll let you drive.
Sure.
All right.
The wheelman.
What kind of driver is Darwin?
I think he's probably actually a pretty good driver,
Slow or just
honestly.
like pedal to the metal?
I don't
I
know.
think he's whatever the situation needs.
Right, to get him out of danger.
Exactly.
Right, yes.
A great
Pretty sure
motivator.
it's slow, just relax until it's not.
Yeah.
And then,
I just want to throw this out here. I still have like just like vision like stuck in my brain of whenever our first time going to that cemetery and finding the guy or whatever, and you guys doing like the whole intimidate thing. I ended up firing a shot off at a ghoul. And there's this whole like, oh no, like expecting sirens, all this kind of stuff. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And like I was trying to leave and whatnot. And I remember, I think it was both of y'all both had like the guy. So there was like, intimidating him, saying all this kind of stuff to him, and he was like, "You'll never get the true master." Like, true master, and then there's like, I just imagine you guys both like looking at you like, "What?" And then just me in the background, every time, every single time I imagine a thing, just me in the background.
All righty, so you're picking him up, right?
Yes. Oh, that's your pencil.
Buck, it's about 9 o'clock. You live in the art house, right? Which means you have kind of a room with it, so a private bathroom, and everybody kind of lives together there. And so you're there. It's 9 o'clock. You're dead asleep, and you hear kind of a light tap 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 on the door. It's enough to kind of wake you up, but
who's there?
It's the landlord. You have a visitor.
Okay. Where are they now? Are they?
They're in the hallway outside your door. It's a guy named Swift.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get
Pants on,
Pants on.
shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Open the door.
It's your landlord, the guy. His name is Thomas, who actually owns the house and lets art people kind of crash there. And you do pay rent, so it's supposed to allow starting artists to kind of get their start. Standing beside him is this guy. He's kind of tall, blonde-headed, has his hat to the back. You recognize him. This guy from yesterday,
Gotcha.
Who came and got you at Thanksgiving, and he says, "Hey, I'm here to take you to your new apartment."
Oh.
New apartment.
Yeah, new apartment.
Okay.
Your landlord looks at you and says, "New apartment, but you're paid up through the end of the month."
Well, we're I had a
Well,
rough
this is
night last night.
26, so I mean,
I've been looking at maybe expanding
Oh.
out, so I don't want to leave you in the lurch, but looking at new places.
I mean, we can always find people to take the room. I was just a little surprised. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Well,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Alex, it's lots of things have changed in a short amount of time.
Well, I guess it's good things, right? Yeah.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. And so Swift is kind of standing there looking at you go back and I mean, actually, he's a bit taller than you, probably a good bit taller than the landlord, and he says, "Well, should we get your things?" You're like, "Okay."
Man, you want to slow down a little bit because it's still early, and I'm on my schedule. I haven't had coffee.
Coffee, right? I could go get coffee and be back in 15 minutes. Good,
Dude,
So-
and I'll start getting things together. We'll leave this stuff here for now because guess what? Don't have to move it all at one time.
So he leaves, and you kind of get maybe you're going, okay, what do I need to do? It seems like 5 minutes later, he back on the door, and he opens the door and pushes it open. And he says, "Okay, coffee, got it." And so he's got this styrofoam cup, and it's got the little thing around it, and so you're not sure where he got it.
Yeah.
But he hands it to you. He says, "Coffee, good. Let's get your things."
All right, homie. We need serenity. You are wired a little different than I am.
Right. Well, I'm sure you don't have many things, right? I mean,
Like, I've got enough. Shouldn't judge you much.
you humans have so much stuff.
Oh, I don't have a whole lot of stuff. I got some important stuff. I'm going to pick up the important stuff. Let's go see it. And do I have to move it right now?
Well, I mean, no, but I do want to at least get as much as we can over to your new place. I'll move the rest of it later.
Okay.
You're kind of like, what?
All right.
Well, we can move the rest of it later. I'm really not supposed to stray far from your side.
Oh, no.
Well, you're the Autumn Knight.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to make sure that we don't have to find a new one anytime
You're
soon.
a squire now?
Yeah.
More like a bodyguard.
Cool.
Got a bodyguard. Oh, God, help me. Okay,
So is it a good thing or a bad thing?
that's starting to feel like a bad thing. All right, so let me get my trombone, get my some clothes. We'll start off with that, just the real essentials for right now. So
You grab a couple boxes of stuff.
yeah,
He
just bag, some bags,
he
clothes.
he grabs your trombone and the box of clothes. Heads out. Comes back in just a minute, and he says, "Any more boxes?"
Not right now. Let's go. Let me go see
I've
first.
got a truck.
How big is the truck?
Let's pick up truck.
Okay, pick up what you can, because I'm gonna let you handle this.
He starts
Man,
loading stuff into the pickup truck, and you're surprised. This guy is kind of wiry, but he's a little stronger than he appears. I mean, not Volt strong, but he's pretty strong, and he doesn't seem to be breathing hard from just carrying this stuff out there, coming back, and he's pretty quick. And so he gets most of your stuff loaded in there. There's a few little things, and he says, we could put this inside the truck with us. And you step out there, and here's this little white pickup truck. It's kind of beat up. Maybe looks like it's from the 90s. It's not nice, but he says he's loaded all the boxes in the back. They're kind of stacked. He says, hold on, and reaches in behind the seat inside the cab, and he throws a tarp over it, and really quickly, and then says, all right, let's go. And he climbs in behind the wheel.
All right. Okay, and I'll let him do everything because it's early.
Yeah, sure.
And if he bodyguard, manservant, this is kind of how I'm trying to think this through.
He goes, I've got more coffee in the truck, too.
Boom. You're getting
Now you know
that.
where he got the coffee from.
Yeah.
So you slide in, and there's a metal thermos of coffee, and
I like our.
so he and so you slide in, and he immediately, and it's a stick shift, and so he just kind of takes off. He drives up onto the highway, taking you down towards the French Quarter, but he gets off a little early, and looks like, ironically enough, he's heading towards Audubon Park. And so he drives down Magazine Street towards Audubon Park. Right before he gets to the park, it's kind of across from the university in the park, he takes a left and drives down this little narrow street. And literally within spitting distance of the singing tree, the one that has all the little bells in it and stuff like that, he stops. And he pulls up, and there's this cute little... looks like about a 3-story house. It's built up off the ground. There's a story underneath, and there's the main story, and then there's a couple above that. Looks like it's in pretty good repair. And he says, yep, here we are. I'll show you. And so he goes up to the front door and opens the door, and he says, hello, hello. And so this little old lady, gray hair, wearing a brown shawl. She just, lots of wrinkles. And she comes kind of hobbling in, and she says, oh, Mr. Swift, you brought our new boarder. I'm so glad to meet you. I'm Mrs. Brown. And she comes up, and she pats you on the shoulder. She says, I'm going to let Swift take you up the stairs. These old bones don't get around the way they used to. And she says, but I'll get somebody to bring in the rest of your boxes. And so Swift, she hands him a key, and it's one of those old-fashioned kind of keys, right? Looks like it's brass. Hands it to you, and he takes you up the stairs. You kind of go up to the first landing, and there's a couple doors. And he says, that's the bathroom? Of course, it's en suite, but you're the only person on this floor anyway. And he says, and this is your room. And so you open the door, and it's really nice. It's got a sitting area. And then there's kind of a folding screen that has like a bedroom area off to the side. It's probably 2 to 3 times the size of the bedroom you had in the art house. And it's all wood and glowing rich. And it's got a closet, and it's really nice. And you just kind of step in and go, well, it's not very modern, but it's really nice. And just as you walk in, there's just this kind of feeling of warmth that just rolls over you, like a nice autumn day. You know, just kind of the sun shining on you. You think you can almost hear the leaves rustling when you walk in. And Swift says, "Ah, I see it meets with your approval. I'll get the rest of the boxes." And whew, down the stairs he goes. And you're kind of looking around. Do you want to check anything out or anything like that?
Yeah, just like look around, see.
The bed is one of these big wooden 4-poster affairs. It doesn't have a canopy over it, but has these big, tall, posts. And it's got this nice, beautiful, looks like a handmade quilt on it. It's all greens and browns and oranges and leaves and stuff like that. And in fact, actually worked into the headboard, you can see what looks like a big tree. And so a couple minutes later, Swift comes in with boxes, and he puts them down and heads back down the stairs. Boxes. And so while you're looking around, the screen that's kind of between the bed and the rest of the room is just kind of a wooden mahogany looking thing with, basically just those panels. There's a desk. You check it out, and there's actually paper and pens and stapler and tape and all kinds of stuff in there. And there's actually a notepad that sits on top. And he gets all your stuff in there and says, "Well, the closet is walk-in," and he opens it up, and it's this huge walk-in closet. Of course, there's nothing in here. He says, "Yes, well, I'll lead you to it. I live on the 3rd floor, but I'll be downstairs."
Okay.
So he heads out of the room and heads downstairs. As far as you can tell, you're hearing him clomping down. Well, you don't hear him clomping. You hear him moving down the stairs. He moves pretty quietly for a guy.
I feel like Swift is like perpetually stuck in sport mode.
Yes, exactly.
Like it's just
it's
a lot.
it's gonna be-
2.5 speed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Inhuman swiftness.
Yes.
Inhuman speed, excuse me. Yeah, he's always moving about double speed. Well, about 1.75 times fast. Yeah, until he has to move fast, and then just forget it. Yeah. So you start unpacking?
Yeah, I start, like, just kind of. I guess this is where I live now.
Yeah.
And
well, you're next to the park where you can be on call from the Autumn King. Yeah.
things I didn't think through last night. Apparently,
Gotta be close.
And so unpack and
You look out the window and it looks right out on the park. Beautiful view. And again, you can see that there's still a lot of homeless people in the park, which makes you sad on a different level than it used to. Before you were kind of like, "Oh, that's terrible, those poor people." Now it really brings kind of almost a feeling of despair to your soul. You're like, "Wow, they really look bad. I need to do something about that soon." You're not sure what that's all about. Maybe part of your mantle as being the Autumn Night. Maybe, I don't know. You're not sure. But it takes you probably about an hour or so to get everything squared away and unpacked, all the stuff in the closet, your trombone put somewhere nice and safe. There's actually what looks like, are there trombone stands? Mm-hmm. There's actually a trombone stand in the corner, ready for you. So you put the trombone there. There's a stereo in the corner too, CD player, and there's actually a TV and a DVD player. It's a nice little room, You're kind of like,
Focus come up in the morning.
I know.
yeah, you've definitely taken a couple steps up. And again, you kind of finish getting all that done, and Swift comes up and he says, "Hey, did you need more coffee?"
Yes.
Okay. He says, "I brought a cup of coffee, and this time it's in a mug, a big ceramic mug. And breakfast? Do you need breakfast?
Yes.
Let's head downstairs. Mrs. Brown has breakfast ready." And so you're like, "Wait, it comes to
There's like no hesitation in his voice. Yes.
yes.
He's just completely settled into it.
Right? Yeah.
I'm taking
down.
all the good parts down.
Yeah.
Because the bad parts are coming.
Well, you head downstairs, and there's this big wooden table, and Mrs. Brown has just set out what looks like a plate of about 4 or 5 biscuits, maybe even scones. You're not sure. And then there's a bowl of eggs, look like scrambled eggs. There's a plate of bacon and sausage. It's probably enough for you and Swift, maybe with a little bit left over. And so Swift puts the coffee down on the table, the big mug, and says, "Dig in. I'll be out front." And so he steps out front, and you notice he's kind of out on the front porch looking around. You get the feeling that he's being looking out to make sure nobody interrupts your breakfast. Very bodyguardy. So yeah.
Okay, so eat and
It's really good food. The The eggs are just fluffy. There's salt, there's butter on them. The bacon is, just crisp enough. You probably haven't had a breakfast this good this early in the morning in a long time. It's a lot earlier than you're used to. And you finish, kind of sip your coffee, and Swift comes back in and he says, your friend, the wizard, just wandered across the park. We might want to check and make sure she's okay.
Okay.
She was holding these weird metal things.
All right. So, okay. So you think we should follow her?
Well, yeah, sure, probably. Is
she in danger out here?
No, probably not. Most of the people who are in the park are the autumn people. Right. Nobody really wants to go near the park anymore. It just makes everybody kind of uncomfortable, and we can't leave, so we have to stay. Okay. Well, okay, most of them can't leave. I can, and a few of the others. But most of us are kind of stuck here. Changelings are not stuck in the park, so that's it. And so he says, you kind of look out the door, and you see that Della is coming from the south side of the park where the zoo is. And she looks like she's walking back towards the main entrance, towards where, I think is it Loyola that's across from the park? I can't remember. Anyway, it's the university that's right across from Ottoman Park. And so she's walking that direction. She does have these funny looking little L-shaped wire things in her hands.
So let's head on, go meet up with Della and see what's going on.
Della, you're walking north to meet up with Miranda. Probably on Magazine Street, or actually it might be St. Charles that goes to the, I can't remember. But anyway, you're working to meet up with her. She's going to meet you at the van, and you see Bunk and the guy from last night who took you to Audubon Park walking across the park towards you. You probably got a biscuit still in your hand that you're nibbling on, a mug of coffee. He's walking across. He looks very content, and he's walking towards you.
Because of what you do to my waters.
I'm going to walk up to him and show my phone. What do these things
Well, okay,
mean?
you walk up towards him, and immediately Swift steps between and says, whoa. I don't know what your intentions are, but I get the feeling that you have a bit of animosity towards the Autumn Night, so I'm going to have to ask you to...
My animosity is towards this thing. What does this mean?
I look at it and I'm like...
Swift backs off. He realizes...
I grabbed the phone, I was like, oh, you got an old phone. Oh.
Like, I knew you had an old phone, but
so then I pull up my phone and wait. See what
way
these,
back.
Yeah.
Okay, he shows
What
you
does
some...
it say?
It says...
Donut, chicken, sun.
Sunrise, yeah. But you knew that, so that's not anything...
I did?
She called you, remember? You guys were on the phone, and she's supposed to pick you up now.
All right.
Well, I didn't tell
I'm
you
going
about
to get
the
a little notebook out, and I'm going to write these symbols down and what they mean.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
Eventually, we'll have a code book to Miranda, a Codex Miranda that would. There we go.
It'll be taught thousands of years later.
Oh my gosh, this is a secret language.
Jump archaeologist.
But hey, Bunkin.
That's one.
Swift. He looks to Swift.
Oh,
Yeah.
Swift.
So, yeah.
He bows towards you and takes your hand in and looks like he's going to try and kiss it.
No. And,
I just laugh.
That's not a thing, I guess.
no, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. Don't touch your lips to my body. Anyway,
Duly noted.
so I've been following the ley lines, and I think I found where they're going to cross over the river, but I didn't want to go on my own
That's a good idea.
because I'd have to wait for everybody.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what this meant, so I talked to her, but not all that makes sense now. So I'm just waiting on Miranda to get here.
Does she know where to meet you?
Yeah, I told her I was here at the Audubon.
So I've picked up Darwin at this point, and I'm like, just letting Bunk sleep in. I'm not even going to call him. I'm just going to go to his apartment. I know where he lives. I think...
You go by his apartment, right? You swing by his apartment, pull up to the art house, park out on the street, and head up to the front door. Knock on the door. This guy, kind of thin guy, salt and pepper, dark hair, wearing a sweater and corduroys, walks up and he goes, Bunk's friend, right?
Yeah, was he here when I was?
Marissa, right?
Miranda.
Miranda. Sorry, terrible with names. He says, no, he's not here. He left. He no longer lives here.
What? I look at the time.
You're like, what? It's way too early for him.
I'm like, he's a
Were we doing stuff yesterday?
Yeah.
There's no way.
What the heck, man?
It's not possible.
Yeah,
Someone's
right.
kidnapped our friend.
It's before
exactly right.
noon.
Yes, that is exactly
I'm
right.
like, do you know where he went or when he'll be back?
He met this guy who said he had a new apartment. I think he said over somewhere else, and so they left together in a white pickup truck. So yeah.
Okay, he moves fast. Got it. All right. Thank you for your help.
Sure.
And I guess I won't be seeing you again ever again.
Oh, okay. Have a good day. And he looks kind of puzzled and slowly closes the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's like,
guess I'm never going to see you ever again.
Have a nice life. Yes. Yeah.
oh. I'll get in the car and be like, Bunk
Where's Bunk?
He doesn't live here anymore.
Dun dun dun.
Suddenly very suspicious whether or not he actually ever lived here.
Well, no, you've been here before with him, so you know he's lived here.
Yeah, I came here. He threw concrete at me.
Are you sure it was
Us
Bunk?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him.
Yeah. All right, your phone rings. Let's see. Does your phone ring?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Make me a
Please.
discipline check, Jody.
He was holding it far away from me.
Yes.
Oh, he was.
I was.
And now
Put it in
not.
his pocket.
Oh.
Oh, but how did I just
Minus
win?
Yeah.
Nothing. I got a 4.
Okay, yeah, the phone kind of shh, and so you're having a little trouble. You
I
walk
step
further away
away.
from her, and immediately
Step
clears
away.
up, and it's Miranda. She's
oh
calling.
wait, you
Oh.
magic woman.
Hello.
Hey, so you don't live at your house anymore.
It's been such a weird 2 days. Oh my god. Apparently, the thing last night, it comes with an apartment by the park. And so here I thought I was just going to get a cool spear and some other stuff. But no!
You
And I
bought
got
a
some other
house.
little dude who's really annoying. And he's running around. Oh, sorry, Swift. Sorry, man.
What's left?
But I'm here at the park with Della, and so she said you're coming by.
Yeah, we were swinging by to get you. I was gonna let you sleep in, but you were up.
See, I like
so
you a lot
early.
more, a lot better than I do this guy over here because he woke me up early. And so yeah, I'm here. I'm caffeined up.
Okay,
So,
well,
we'll meet you at the zoo,
extra
right?
coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
I'll
be
drink the extra coffee. So yeah.
Right.
Well,
All right.
Swift
We'll
looks
be
at
there.
you when you get off the phone. He says, "Oh, well, if you're tired, all you have to do is draw upon the power of the autumn night, and you won't be tired anymore."
Things I hate to hear from people that say all you gotta do is.
No, it's easy.
Because
Don't be tired anymore.
because it's either really like it's not what they think it is, or it's a lot more complicated. Than
No,
it is.
if you're tired, just draw. Just imagine yourself no longer tired.
See, I don't know how to do that.
Sure, you do. Like when you're playing your musical instrument, and you're really having a good set, and you know how energizing that feels to you. Yeah, just imagine that.
But do I want to?
So I try to imagine
When you're really having a good set, all the music's hitting.
Everything's in right.
It's amazing. All of a sudden, there's like it's not like there's a tingling feeling or anything like that. It's just all of a sudden you're awake. It's like somebody's giving you a Red Bull or something like that, but you don't feel jittery. You're just no longer tired, and you're like, "Wow, this is kind of cool." You're just like, "Yeah, that's one of the powers of the autumn night that you can make these you can make pain and exhaustion and things like that go away temporarily."
So what happens when it comes back?
Oh, you're gonna be very tired.
See, all you gotta do is never fails. Never fails. All right, but I still want my coffee. So all right, we're gonna meet Miranda. Go.
Yeah. We'll head to the Audubon Park.
All right, takes you about maybe 15 minutes to get over there in the van. I keep wanting to yell, Scanlan's van! Instead of Scanlan's hand. But anyway. So yeah, you head over there to Ottoman Park, and sure enough, they're waiting at the entrance. It's Della and Bunk and this blonde-headed dude that you saw last night. He's dressed the same way. He's got a blue jacket on, got a baseball cap turned to the back, and he's across his back. He's got this what looks like a very similar case to what you carry your sword in, except it's a little longer. And the van pulls up with the beautiful stuff on the side and the bubble windows, and it's amazing. Door opens. I guess you pile inside.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Yes.
where
Why
to,
are we
boss?
piling inside
The van.
We gotta get in.
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind.
Cross river.
Beignets, coffee.
Ooh, she's
That's
been
it.
using
Have I
coffee.
told them where we're going
Yes,
yet?
breakfast.
Huh?
I haven't told them where we're going yet, have I?
No,
Okay.
Nope, we need directions.
All right, we
I
need
pull out
to
the map.
go to Algiers.
Algiers?
Yep, we need to take the ferry.
The ferry.
Oh.
We're going southwest.
You say ferry, and immediately Swift looks at you and says, "I'm a changeling, not a fairy. There's a difference."
It's a name of a boat that we take from one shore to the next shore.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm gonna say, oh, Swift, how's it going?
Hey,
Fist bump.
the man with the cool conveyance. Yes,
Yeah.
you're Volt. Right.
Yep, there you go.
Got it. Cool.
I feel like I'm in the front seat in the passenger side with Darwin, and I just kind of look at him and be like, I think this is a cool conveyance, but...
It is. It is. It's very cool. I especially like the paintings on the side. That is
Yes.
quite interesting.
Yes, they will
I assume that is
meet up
you
dating
all.
soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. You'll need to change it so that you're. Well, maybe we don't want people to know that you're the Autumn Knight. Never mind. And so.
Oh, no. Change it.
No.
So you
I'll hide
drive
a
off,
Easter
head
egg in
to
there somewhere.
basically the canal street.
Yes.
End of Canal Street is where the ferry is. You drive onto the ferry. I don't remember how much it was back then. It's not very much. Pocket change for those of you with $500,000 and an LLC. So yeah, and good bit of money in your bank accounts now. So it takes you about you pull on. There's not a whole lot of people on the ferry right now. It's pretty quiet. A few people getting ready to head across the Algiers to the river to work and stuff like that. So there's a few other cars, a few people walking around. It also is a passenger ferry up on the second level, so you can go up there if you want and sit and watch or whatever. If you go up there, there's 2 or 3 people waiting to go to their work wherever they are in Algiers. It takes about 30, 45 minutes to get across the river on the ferry, head back down to the van, pile up and drive off, and you're in Algiers. Now, Algiers is probably the mean streets of New Orleans. Especially at this time, it's a little bit older, a little bit dingier. There's not as many jobs. The French Quarter, especially tourism, really supports New Orleans. There's really not any tourism in Algiers, so you have to come across the river to work. There's some heavy industry in a few places where people work, but that's pretty much it. There's also a few restaurants and some things like that. So it's a little bit poorer than New Orleans and a little bit rougher. Especially right after Katrina, because it hasn't gotten nearly as much TLC as New Orleans did after Katrina, which wasn't a lot. So there you go. So yeah, you're pull off.
Because we're over a river, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But I have a trajectory. It's not like ley lines don't do this; they just go straight. So
Give me a driving check, Jody. If you're going to try and direct them to where the ley line went.
Oh, I was like, I'm not driving the vehicle.
No.
I'm gonna make it die
You're
or
using
something.
your knowledge of streets.
Gotcha.
Your street knowledge.
And so
Street
that
smarts.
falls under
Driving.
driving. Guess what? I have one thing of driving.
Hey.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
We are
Oh
lost.
my
I guess
God.
we'll find it
Find
when we
something
get
to
to the other
re-roll.
end.
Find something to re-roll.
Yeah.
All right. You
I'm sure it's here.
You tell
Wait,
them where they're
it's
supposed to
this
go.
way. No, it's
You're
this
telling
way.
Darwin where to drive to. Couple hours goes by, and you're pretty sure you've passed this same street for the third time. It's some Walmsley Avenue. And so you're like, yeah, I am hopelessly lost. I'm not sure where it is from here. Yeah. Couple hours goes by, and you're pretty sure you've passed this same street for the third time. It's some Walmsley Avenue. And so you're like, yeah, I am hopelessly lost. I'm not sure where it is from here. Yeah. Takes about an hour for you to really finally come to the point that you're gonna have to do something else because you're not sure which direction.
Well, look,
to go.
it's southwest. Can you guys read the map better?
Yeah, but there's a lot of southwest.
Like, read what map? The ley line?
All right,
or the...
so I'm gonna get out of the van,
Mm-hmm.
do my dowsing rods.
Okay. All right. So she pulls out these little L-shaped coat hanger pieces, holds them out. You reach down to try and find the ley line. I'm gonna need a. Well, okay, this is a thaumaturgy check. Hold on. Let me see. To reach the ley line and to detect it, you're going to be in need about 11 levels of power. Okay, because you're really far from it right now.
Hey, Darwin.
Want to be my battery?
Can you thaumaturgy?
That's all I
anymore?
am.
You're more than that.
He's done thaumaturgy?
No, he never did thaumaturgy. He was always evoker.
Oh,
Yeah, I've always been.
never mind. I was thinking. All
Now,
right.
you could learn to thaumaturge. You do have probably fairy teachers who could teach you how to do that.
So we
for
need
sure.
11.
You need 11. Now, remember, how that is that you're going to have to do either some preparation or something like that. So, right now, what is your lore?
So my lure is 5.
Okay, you can help her and get her lore up to 6.
Right.
It still leaves you 5 levels lower than what you need. So what
But I don't have to do it all in one shot. I can do
No. This is where you're going to have to use some kind of special items, something to get yourself up to where you need to go.
Okay.
You can invoke aspects, or you can inflict consequences. So you could tire yourself out if you want to, and Darwin can share that with you if he so desires.
Be perfect for your Dynasty Day tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
If we're alive.
If I'm allowed.
Good luck with it.
We'll see.
Could I don't know. Is using the
Throw
memory
money at it.
is like the memory of the feel of the ley line something I can channel
If you
into
want to
that?
tag that, that's going to cost you a fate point, but absolutely you can do that. Let's see. Okay, so that gets you up to 8, right? So now you're at 3. You could take a 3 stress hit. That means you're going to have to exert yourself a little bit to kind of get that power. Up to you.
I'm just thinking. And this is something that's really affecting the Fae, right?
Well, yes, and other things too.
Say Swift. Does this ley line bother you at all?
You want to see if you can feel the ley line? You can tell that there
I
is
said
a.
Swift.
Yeah, she said Swift.
Oh, Swift. I'm sorry, I was hearing Bunk. Swift. Swift looks at you and goes, "Oh, what ley line? The bad feeling that's under the park?" He kind of closes his eyes and then kind of puts his hand down on the ground and goes, "Yeah, I can feel it. It's really faint though. It's far away.
Can you sense a direction?
That way."
All right. Miranda, do you have your map?
I do.
Or actually, I have a city map.
You have seen that.
So yeah, here's my city map. This is where we are. He says it's headed that way. Where is that on the map?
That's going to be kind of west of you.
All right. So you find it? Okay, let's drive west.
All right.
And then we'll try.
Okay.
Do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you kind of keep your senses out for this ley line. You drive west, and Swift kind of says, "Yeah, it's definitely getting stronger. I can feel it, lot stronger." And so you only need to have, with the aspect that you've tagged and Darwin's help, you can definitely do it now. Okay, you're close enough. So you want to stop, draw your little circle, do the thing.
I'm thinking, why? If I can follow, if he and I together can figure out where
Okay.
it's going.
You continue following it.
Save like the big guns for later.
Okay. You continue following it and following it and following it, and he's like, yeah, it's definitely getting stronger. Takes you about maybe an hour, and he says, I think we're right on top of it.
Okay. All right.
And
So-
you can definitely feel the strength has gotten stronger towards you. You can feel kind of the taint running south, the feeling of despair.
Southeast or northeast?
Well, it's going northeast and southwest. Yeah,
Right.
so
So
you're
I
on
came from
top
the
of it,
northeast and
but
went
it's
to the
going that way. Yeah.
Always run south.
hmm
or I'm on top of the strong spot. So this is where it's strongest, and it's like,
Right. It heads
okay, got you.
away from you. Yeah.
Is it getting weaker as it goes away from this
You can't
spot?
tell. That part you can't tell.
Okay, so let's get out of the van. Where are we?
I forgot about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to interfere in
Okay.
that, but I also don't want you to have to waste all your stuff. I have that guide my hand ability.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's applicable to this situation, but it's sort of a
Yeah, sure it is. Do you have to spend a fate point for that?
I do.
Okay. You've noticed that you've noticed that the van is getting a little low on gas, and so you got to where the top of the ley line is, and you kind of look around, and there's a gas station kind of up the street, and you go, "Hey, darling, we need to get gas in the van." You're down to like maybe an eighth of a tank, which is in a van is it kind of eats the gas, doesn't sip it.
She's a guzzler.
Yeah, she is. Well, 70s van or 80s van or 90s van or whatever it was, right? White panel van.
Van.
Yeah, van. You want to tell him need to take it to the gas station?
Yeah, let's top her off.
Okay. You head towards the gas station, pull in, start filling up the van up with gas, and notice that across from you there's this huge granite building, all angular lines and just very few windows, and the windows that are like way up at the top, and they're all tinted so you can't even see in them. But just pretty much the first 50 foot of this building is just brick. Okay, and then a door every once in a while. And these doors are, there's some glass doors on the front. That's obviously the main entrance. They're tinted. You can't even see into the lobby. There may be some more doors around back, but you can't tell. But that's pretty much the only entrance. This thing is just a huge granite cube.
Signage or markings to
Yeah,
what the building is.
written in kind of a pale gray lettering. Well, about 40 feet up, there's kind of a band of a little darker brown, and written in kind of a grayish color, it says Geotronics.
Geotronic.
Right. That's all you
definitely
see.
not go in there.
Actually, ironically enough, it does seem like the strength of the bad feelings seems to be coming from this place. In fact, Swift tells you, he says, "Wow, I can feel it just around that building.
Mm-hmm.
There's something bad going on in there, and that's what the people in the park are feeling. That it's." He kind of looks like he's trying to come up with a word, and he says, It feels like I'm not worth anything, or that all I want to do is just curl up into a ball, or he says despair. That's it, despair. It feels like despair.
Like an oppressive presence coming
Yeah.
in.
Is this like similar? So
The
immediately my
Devil
mind
Man
is
was
going
just
to
like this, yeah?
Devil Man, but it's also going to the vampires,
No,
because the
Devil Man was
vampires were following
fear.
us.
Devil Dares?
Well, no. But I'm talking about feelings, bad feelings.
Right,
I'm just
right.
thinking bad feelings.
Right,
You
yeah.
and I have a history with the local vampires that feed on despair.
Right, because they
Our
followed
backstory
us.
things.
That's true. Yes, I forgot about that.
So yeah, despair is what you're feeling. It's just
Oh, yeah.
you just. And Swift says, yeah, this is a bad place, especially for my people, who we are very much in touch with our emotions.
Do you guys know anything about? Have you guys ever heard of this?
Where are
thing?
we at exactly?
I mean,
You're across the river in Algiers, pretty far to the west of the ferry.
Is it like are we like in a city on the outskirts?
It's kind of like an industrial park. You can see lots of other little factory areas around this, but this is yeah. No, nobody's going to notice that really. It's not the suburbs. There's a few little restaurants, gas stations, but if you've ever been in an industrial park, there's a lot of warehouses, fronts for various corporations where you can go in and stuff, but there's no really living area. Everybody commutes to this area.
Just tell them you're going to Metricon.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Well, I'm just
Convention
thinking
Yeah.
Shooting a music
that
video
whatever's
for a
in
metal
there,
band.
I'm thinking vampire demonic. So
Something.
I don't have a problem with going in there and blowing up their electronics. You know, not in purple, but
Wow.
mistakenly.
Does it look open or operational right now? Like anybody's
even know if
in
they're
there? The
bad.
windows are
It's
tinted.
a huge granite building. It's really hard to tell.
Are we?
There are
familiar with, like,
there are maybe 4 or 5 cars in the parking lot, and they're kind of spaced out apart from each other. So it's if there's anybody working in there, it's not a lot of people possibly.
Now the vampires in this world are we aware? Are they day-walking vampires, or they can't come out?
White court vampires can walk in the day. Black court vampires cannot. They are typical vampires like Bram Stoker wrote about. In fact, I think somebody basically took Bram Stoker and published it so people would know how to fight the black court. Then there's the red court, who they're not so good with sunlight either, but
Not instant death.
yeah,
necessarily.
they're ones who just kind of like to eat people and turn people. So yeah.
And the
White court vampire
from
are essentially,
emotions.
you're born into that.
I'm trying to.
It's a genetic thing. And then they feed on emotions, various types.
Yeah. Okay. So the ones that we encountered before were white court.
Right. Anastasia was the one who fed on fear. And so she had mentioned something that in Chicago there's a large contingent of the ones that feeds on lust, and that there's also a group down here who have already been here for a while that feed on despair. Right.
We ran
Correct.
into them.
Right. Okay.
But you haven't run into them yet.
No, we just
No, in
heard
our
about them
backstory.
from.
Oh, your backstory you did. Yes, I'm sorry. You're correct.
I'm just looking up. Jamie Bennett was his name.
Has Swift called you by
He
your
was
name
a
yet?
white court
Every time I
virgin
think
that
he's
we were
referred
trying
as
to
the
keep
autumn
from
night.
fully turning.
Yeah, right. That was the one that you guys
It kind
helped.
of
Yeah.
hit me when we were talking earlier. It was like,
So, I guess. Do you want to just?
right?
Yeah.
You just want to take a peek inside, see what's
Yeah.
going on?
What time is
That's
it
the
now?
person, but
What,
also the
It's
person.
about
Yeah.
2, maybe
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and what time do we meet up? 11?
11 or 12. Yeah, it's
Okay.
taking a little while to get
Yeah.
here.
Let's
We've spent a few.
You guys feel like
hours
I think we
doing
should
it.
go in and just kind of like see what's inside
see.
or what's happening there.
Or we see like
I mean, I'm just.
It's a big granite building with a kind of a glassed entrance where all the windows are tinted. You can't see anything inside there, and there's a few.
guard shack or anything.
No, you could pull right into the parking lot and park. There's like 4 or 5 cars in the parking lot.
Video cameras outside.
Haven't seen any, but
I believe I
So-
still have some holy water from the ghoul mission.
Mhm.
I think like 3 vials, so I'll give those out to
Cool.
whoever wants them.
And I'm thinking that all of us shouldn't go in. I mean, I'll go in because I can feel the ley line.
I think I should go in because I can satisfy the couch.
Also, you have a phone, so you can
it
contact
works.
them. Because I won't be able to contact anybody. I mean, I can try,
True point.
but
I'm gonna
it's-
fly up top.
Okay.
If anybody wants to
we
join.
walk in all of a sudden.
Now it is daytime,
Sounds like
so
some plans here. I volunteer to stay right here
Okay.
and
protect the
just-
autumn night.
Well, no, he already has someone to do
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
You're gonna protect
Yeah.
Swift.
No, I was just thinking about the van. I mean,
Yeah. The van, that's
the
a good
van
idea.
needs a protector.
We,
True.
we need our getaway. You know,
That's
that's
right.
the.
And you're the
Yeah,
driver.
Nice thing about it being an old van, she's not going to fritz it out either. So
That was intentional.
that's right. Yeah, old
I believe
van.
it.
Yeah. All right.
Totally
So
on
you
purpose.
you switch out. Head to the top of the building.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Fly.
You fly to the top of the building. The top of the building is flat. There's a few openings that look like maybe they're air conditioning vents. All of them, there's a lot of them, but none of them are bigger than about this big around. There seems to be an access hatch to the. It's not, normally you think it would be stairs, but this is like a little hatch that actually would bring you to the roof. And other than that, there's like on each side there's 2 windows that are blocked in.
Like
Better.
our boards or.
Well, no, they're just opaque. You can't see through them.
Ugh.
Yeah, so again, you fly up to the window and nothing. Can't see anything. Fly up to the window, nothing. And so you're like, what? I mean, this place is just, you cannot see inside of it at all.
Can I stealth by the hatch and try to open it?
You can try. You can land up
Open
there
it
easily.
stealthily? Yeah.
You want to try and pull it open?
Yeah.
All right, give me a mic check.
Okay. Stealthily, right? Or not?
Okay.
Wait, so just do mic check?
Mhm.
Okay. I got a 6, sorry.
Okay. You're thinking you can open it, but it's not going to be quiet.
Okay, call Miranda.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, there's a hatch. I can open it, but it's not going to be quiet.
Do we?
We're going to wait for a call sign to bust in and kick ass, or?
I think that's going
Okay.
holding pattern, but good to know. And it's on the top, on the roof.
Yeah, and I can't see through the windows; they're all opaque.
Interesting. Okay. So Volt says.
Seems like some vampire bullshit.
Yeah, definitely. Volt says they've got it all. The windows are all blocked off up there, but he found a hatch and he's waiting for a signal to bust in if we need him to.
So,
Give me
I
a
would
stealth check,
say
though.
Okay.
let Volt and Darwin, and I guess Swift know that we think vampires are in here.
Okay.
Just so they can be ready.
Just gonna send. Does Swift have a cell phone?
I doubt it.
No,
Oh.
it's not.
I will send
He can use them, though.
emoji in the chat of just the vampires and drippy drip drip.
Which one means vampire?
That one.
And which one is drip?
Those 3.
All right. So, yeah, you... Okay, so are you going up to the door to check it out?
Yeah. Are we going together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. What are you doing?
Hmm?
Not sure yet.
Swift is with you.
There
Yeah.
is. Wait.
So yeah, like I wasn't gonna go bust up in there because Swift is with me,
That's right.
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
so like even though I probably should, but yeah, we're gonna be
Y'all gonna
guarding
hang back a
the
little
vamp?
bit?
Yeah, or
Reinforcements
Yeah.
or
But just kind of
something.
walk,
Artillery?
just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
Artillery.
yeah,
All right. Yeah.
Ready.
I'm just planning on
Walk the
opening
perimeter of
the
yeah,
door.
just kind of walk around, see if they see anything weird. Or,
Mike, I'm just gonna open the door to walk in. I'm gonna pretend like I just
There's a
assume this is a place of
key
business.
card reader at the door. So
Fritz
you're
it
not
out.
going to be able
If
to
I
go...
touch
So you
it,
can fix it out.
Yeah, you want to fritz it?
yeah, but I'm gonna look like I'm trying to use it, but
Roll me,
Try to make
roll
and
me
I'm
some
getting
dice.
really irritated
Roll
when it's
me-
not opening.
Roll me some dice.
Looks like it's an accident.
Okay. You walk over and kind of touch the thing and, zzz, and smoke and stuff like that. And about that time...
And I'm gonna say,
You
dang
hear-
it!
you
Like
hear-
I'm pretending like I didn't do that on purpose.
Coming from the door.
Set off an
Oh.
Nope, doesn't open. Let me tell you what, if you got a security system where the door fails open, you got a lousy security system.
Yes.
So, okay, you hear some movement around inside there, and you can kind of, when you get really up close to the windows, you can see movement, but that's about the extent of it. And so you see what looks like a door move, and then the door that you're at, you hear some keys rattle in it, and it kind of unlocks, and the guy opens the door. He's wearing what looks like a black jacket, and it says Genotech, or excuse me, Geotronics, excuse me. And he's wearing what looks like a security guard outfit. He's got a pistol on his hip, and he leans out the door and he says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, a friend of mine said this was a good place to come to if I was having trouble with my computer.
No, you're at the wrong place. You're looking for the computer repair shop, which is in that building over there.
Oh.
This isn't the Geotronics that. What's her name? Anastasia.
Anastasia?
Anastasia.
Yeah.
Anastasia. This isn't.
Give
That
me a
same.
deceit check.
Deception.
Ooh, good.
Disgrace.
Yeah, it's the vampire chick.
-1.
Okay, he looks and he says, "No, there's no Anastasias here. I think you're definitely in the wrong place. And he closes the door, and you hear in the lock, and then the buzzing quits.
Do I get a sense that he maybe recognized the name when I said it, and he's just...
No, you get the feeling that he just thinks you're up to shenanigans and doesn't want to let you in the building because he doesn't want any shenanigation going on.
Did he react to the light at all?
Which light?
When he opened the door. I mean, did he open the door?
No, he looked out to kind of peek to see what you were doing. No, I mean, honestly.
Okay, so he's not red or black.
Right.
Yeah, or he's just a security guard.
He was dressed like one.
I'm still going with
Well, you're dressed like one.
They did
They
this.
all look
You
human.
could be a vampire
Right, so-
security guard. Although, if I was a vampire and I got landed as a security guard, I'd be super pissed.
Right, so let's step back to the van.
Crappy job.
All right.
He's probably like a Philly.
All right, hold on.
Blade.
You and Swift have gone out walking around. You notice that the there's a ramp that goes behind the building, and basically there's kind of a drop off. Looks like it's about 20 feet, and then there's a ramp that drives down and goes behind the building. Looks like it's going to take you around back there, and then there's a gate that blocks off this ramp. So you're thinking loading dock, maybe something back there. But again, this is a gated loading dock. They're not going to let anybody in there. And to get down there, you'd have about a 20-foot drop, which, for you guys jumping down 20 feet, not a big deal. Might need an athletics check, but it wouldn't be terrible. But, if you're going to take any kind of vehicle down there, you're going to have to go down the ramp. So, yeah. 20-foot drop's not a horrible drop. Just
How
don't...
sturdy does the gate look?
Pretty sturdy. It's metal. It's got,
You're
again, a
ready to
little...
A-team this thing, aren't you?
Yeah, it's pretty sturdy looking. I mean, again, these guys have what
Well,
looks
they're
like
rats.
reasonably good security. They certainly don't want people coming into their building for some reason. So yeah.
How do we research it this time? Is there somewhere we can look up geotronics?
The local library.
I could
Okay.
Yahoo it.
Yahoo! Yeah. All right. So you grab your phone, and
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So Geotronics. Yeah, Geotronics is you come up with their webpage. Geotronics, a government contracted weapons manufacturer for the U.S. government. We make the types of weapons that are good for the 21st century. We're bringing our military out of the Dark Ages, and so anyway, and so they're weapons manufacturers. What you hear, they mainly deal in what seems like communication devices, and then the weaponry that they're supposedly involved in. They're very nebulous on that. So yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a front, maybe.
Is
or...
it worth it to go to the... Yeah, maybe we should try the local library.
Okay.
To find out more information
Research
about maybe
mission
some
before we
newspaper articles
charge
or
in?
something.
Do we know where the
Well, if
library is? And
Yeah, you have to go
If
back
there's
over
what-
across the river.
Oh.
I'm not there. I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
do we feel like
or Vault. I mean, Volt said that he could open the hatch.
the thing is, how
Thank you.
time
I don't know
sensitive
if
is
this-
this mission? Do we have time to research, or do we need to storm the Bastille?
Well, I don't think they're gonna die right away, but they are in bad shape.
In bad shape.
But at the same time, I am the warden, but I don't think I should go half. But I can't think of. Should go.
Shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
I am so on board
I mean-
with this idea.
Wait, you want
Costumes.
costumes?
Yes.
And
No, I'm talking like we
What
need
is
to have a
happened to Bunk?
reason.
Oh, reason.
We need a reason to get in.
Oh,
Y'all-
not
know-
like costumes like hide our identity costumes,
Yeah.
but like a
We
reason
need to
to
get
Like-
one of those magnets to slap on the van.
Yes.
I'm having a Big Trouble in Little China moment when Wang and Jack Burton went in and we're going to the big juncture
the
box.
phone
There's always
repair?
squirrels.
Yeah,
Going,
the
I remember
phone
that. Yeah,
repair.
no, don't mind us. And he's carrying that rotary phone in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a surprise, inspection.
Okay.
Or
Kind of like
there's-
Yes.
kind of like if you have two guys in a ladder, you can get into anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the
Don't you
if
have a thing?
You're not wrong.
Don't you have a thing that
That's
can
right.
make you
I-
look
I-
like
Or
anything?
use that.
Yeah, I
I can
can-
do it. Oh, yeah,
I can do glamours now.
Yes.
And I've tried
or
the keypad.
If you don't want people to bother you, all you have to do is walk around the clipboard and look at it every once in a while. Just kind of look around.
Like,
Yeah.
oh god, that's a safety person.
She just spritzed out the thing.
It
So
makes
I
you a
wonder
hard
if
hat, too.
the security
Yeah.
company
Making a
would send
jacket.
someone out,
Yeah.
having sensed that it is messed up.
Yeah. Now, you can do glamours. You can make yourself look like something else. You can actually extend the glamours in a small area, so you could probably get everybody in your group. Now, that being said, Swift can help you with that because being a changeling, he has the ability to do glamours as well.
All right.
Could he
So
completely alter how we look? Because we've already been made going up there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
call vote.
Volt. We're going in. But no.
Well, there was
Going in the
that
normal
plan
way.
so much for stealth.
We're going in disguises. It's a costume party.
So, do you want him? Are you telling him to come down or what?
Well, do
I'll
you
wait
think,
for the signal.
do you
Click.
think we should still leave him
He hung up.
up there to?
Would you ask Vol if he could, how loud it is to do his lightning breath, and if he could just, like
Sounds a lot like
Cut.
eggs frying.
cut through the middle hatch so he doesn't
Hopefully more
actually have to,
intimidating
like,
than that.
Well, a little more. Yeah, a little bit more.
with it?
I could ask, but I feel like. Do you think you're? I'm just gonna call him back.
What's up?
Do you think your lightning breath would be quieter
Then what?
than ripping open the hatch?
To use your lightning breath, you're going to have to rip open the hatch. I mean,
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good. So we're gonna do this dead switch style, where if you don't get a text from me in a certain amount of time, we probably need it to go on go mode because I don't know if I
I
can
find it
shoot a
very
text in the
dangerous.
middle
Or
of.
surprise yourself.
I find it very exciting.
Or if you can listen out for help. How good's your hearing?
My alertness is pretty good.
He's got a cute
Okay.
earring.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Just keep an ear out.
Peek over the side.
I'll keep.
You know,
I'll keep two.
If we're gone a reasonable amount of time to that you get worried,
Right.
come get us. And you haven't heard from us, but I'm gonna try to check in pretty regularly to let you know that we are not in danger.
Set the timer for 5 minutes.
No, that may be too soon, but I might regret that if we're getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep my ears out.
Yeah.
We'll
You've
see.
got,
With
that's,
those specific directions.
that's an alertness
he knows
check,
exactly
so
what
I'll
yeah.
take the
I'm
helmet
sure-
off so I can hear
Yeah.
better.
One of us can do something really loud.
So what are you making them look like?
Uh,
And actually, Swift says he can make them look like something for you, so you can focus on, whatever else you need to do.
I wonder if
Cool.
we could. I can describe to you what the security guard's uniform looked like.
oh yeah.
I thought my idea was we'd be from the security company, having gotten an alert that the door was on the fritz, and we're here to,
Perfect.
Yes.
we're
Okay.
supposed to respond anytime there's an issue,
Yeah, that's
right?
good.
Give me a deceit check to see if you can describe it well enough to him.
Would this be a report?
No, it's deceit because it's falsehood and deception. What'd you get?
0.
Okay. All right, so you start describing it to Swift.
Oh,
What? You gonna tag an aspect?
both got something. I don't know if I have anything applicable.
Well, throw it out there and I'll say yay or nay.
I've got. We're not losing anyone today. I've got.
That's less.
I owe you one.
That's less.
I've got. Have you seen National Treasure?
Kind of okay with that.
Very National Treasure-esque.
Right.
Breaking the random
That's
places.
that one I'll go with. Yeah, because you're trying to sneak in and
They,
yeah,
they had
sure.
some moments in
Sure,
there.
yes,
Does
definitely
it give
for sure.
me a +2
Two.
or a reroll?
Whichever you prefer. Now, realize that the average you get on a roll like this is a +1, so you're probably better off taking the +2.
I'll just take the +2.
Okay, so that gives you a total of 2, right?
2.
Okay, so you're explaining it to him, and Swift's kind of listening to you, and he goes, okay. And he kind of closes his eyes, and there's kind of a ripple. And all of you, when you look at each other, you notice that you're wearing these kind of dark blue jackets that say NO Security, New Orleans Security. And you all got baseball caps. You've got on the back these little things that flip down that say security. And you've got what looks like pistols on your hips. They're obviously not real pistols, but and he says, "Yeah,
Except for Darwin's.
yeah, right. Yeah, you reach, you grab. Well, you got a real pistol, but the rest of them are going pistols." And he's like, "Now, anytime you try and touch this stuff, it your hand goes right through it. So if somebody touches you, they're going to realize that you're not what you've seen." But there you go.
Somebody who's better at lying than me needs to take the lead on the conversation this time.
Somebody got good deceit.
I got 3.
Okay, you're
Ooh,
probably
that's pretty
the
good.
man. You're probably the deceit guy.
Okay.
So Swift walks up beside you. You knock on the door or whatever.
Yeah. Knock on the door.
Couple minutes goes by. You can hear some rattling on the other side. Maybe a door being opened, and the door kind of pops open, and he goes,
Makes sense.
Security. I'm not. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're from. We got some kind of alarm about the front door. Something tripped, and headquarters sent me out here.
Give me a deceit check. This is the time for it.
Pretty good so
Counting that
far.
as a plus. No, count it as a plus.
That's just as good almost.
So 4.
Kind of.
A 4. Okay.
Nice.
I got a 3. So he says, something's wrong with the card reader. Look, I can only let you into the entrance area. I'm not allowed to let anybody back further without corporate clearance. Give me a second while I get things locked down, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
And so he closes the door. You hear him kind of lock it up, and a couple minutes goes by. And then he comes back out, opens the door, and he says, card reader's right over there. The power junction box for it is right inside the door right there. You can see that's also where the keypad is, and the key panel, and the keys where they are. He says, here's the key to the key panel right there, and the stuff. I'm going to go back to the main desk up here so I can make sure that if anybody calls in to let you know.
Okay.
He says, let me know when you're finished, and I'll fill out a check for it.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna let my guy over here because like I'm the guy who kind of moves stuff around.
Gotcha.
My guy here, he's gonna fix things. So let him.
So what you see coming in here is, let's see, what you see coming in here. I'm going to draw this real quick. Actually, I'm not going to use that because that's our ley line map.
I've got notebook paper here for you.
Oh, I got some. This is my notes for the cross time caper that I'm putting together for Patrick's group. Finally came up with an idea.
I have confidence I can probably fix this.
Or make it worse. I mean, it's
Either way.
yeah, it's works for.
Or hack the mainframe.
Probably not from the keypad.
I saw
That's
it.
ridiculous.
Enhance.
However,
Enhance.
Enhance.
password swordfish. It's always
Such a terrible movie.
Oh.
It's Jody's favorite movie, though.
/ the best movie.
What's my favorite?
Swordfish. You hated that movie, sweetheart. I was being silly.
The best Sam ads though are the ones where Matthew Lillard comes and does them with him, like the actual hackers or readers.
Alrighty, so what you see is this is where you came in. Basically, okay, and this is a big, hold on. This is where the wall continues. It's kind of a little alcove right here where the keypad is. This is where the actual, pad where you can work on the security system. There's another door right here. There's another set of glass right there that is completely blacked out. So there's this little, if you've ever been to like Belk's, they've got one set of double doors, and then you go into this little area, and then there's another set of double doors. Same kind of setup, okay? It's carpeted, it's indoor, outdoor carpet. And then in here is the actual first room of the building. There's a desk here where the security guard is sitting. There's a door behind him that is a double door. It's pretty wide. And then there's one little small couch there. It looks like it would seat like 3 people. He's sitting back here. There's a bank of monitors. And he seems pretty alert, honestly. So, and that's all you see. The walls are nondescript, kind of a beige, and that's it.
So how long you been working here, man?
Well, when you kind of step into this area right there.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, "Oh, wow." Very non-committal.
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't seem like he's really interested in talking. Which, most guys that are this kind of entry-level jobs, they're at least willing to shoot the breeze a bit. This guy seems very, and as soon as you start talking to him, he starts kind of giving you the hairy eyeball, like he's a little nervous to talk. You don't see any cameras around the room, but he's got a bank of monitors with a bunch of camera feeds on them that you can kind of see. And as soon as he kind of sees you looking at the monitors, he reaches over and he kind of pushes the button on them so you can't look at him anymore. Yeah, this guy's really uptight about this stuff.
oh wow.
Yeah. And as you kind of get close to the desk, he immediately kind of bristles and steps to where he's between you and the door behind the desk. I mean, again, this guy just is paranoid at a level that you've really never seen a security guard get that paranoid. It's kind of crazy. So yeah.
So, man, you're wound up tight, aren't you?
This is a good job. Don't want to lose it. Not only that, if I mess up, I could be in a lot of trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, the bosses here, not ones who take kindly to people who mess up. Yep.
Like fire you quick?
Yeah,
or?
fire me real quick.
Oh wow.
And this is a good job. It's got good benefits, good money. Yep.
Well, it's a weird building. It's got no windows and everything's blacked out.
Well, I'm sure you're aware. We do sometimes top secret work for the government, or at least work that we don't want people knowing about. No. Just weaponry, military uses and stuff like that. And so we certainly don't want people knowing what we're working on here. Some of it is top secret, pretty hush hush.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna send a text message to Della, an actual text message because she can't see my emojis.
Now, are you working on the keypad thing to try and do? Okay. So, what exactly are you trying to do?
Well, she told us that she
Fritzed it. Yeah, she did. You want to do a craftsmanship roll? Yeah, let's do that.
I'd love to.
I let the smoke out.
Never let the smoke out of the
I'm
box.
gonna send you a text message and be like,
With my
Wizard's
craftsmanship
Eye?
of
Question mark?
5 and my belt pouch of useful things.
Now, are you staying out in the little hall way where he is, or what? Are you staying outside the building? Where exactly are you staying?
I'll kind of hang close to Darwin,
Okay.
probably.
Where are you going, Jody?
Sort of.
I was gonna follow
Him?
him.
Okay, that's fine. So what'd
I
you?
got a 4 total.
Okay. It's not beyond repair. The microchips on it are a little fried.
Yeah.
You probably think you could bypass it so that it would at least work again. Maybe you can set it up so if anybody runs anything through the card reader, it's going to unlock, which is probably not a bad thing for you. Yeah.
Get it to work.
Right. Okay. So, but you're not going to be able to put it back the way it was unless you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you start working on it, tinkering with it. You got your plot. You're going to set it up so that basically, if you run any kind of card through there, it's probably going to unlock the door for you, and that's what'll happen. All right. You step in there with him, and are you texting her?
I just sent her a text and said "Wizard's Eye?" ?
Okay, so you pull out
And
your
my phone buzzed.
You pull out your phone, and immediately the guy says, "Hey, we don't allow phones inside the facility. I'm going to have to ask you to put that away."
Oh, sure.
Yeah, just security reasons.
Did I have time to see the text?
No.
All right, I'm going to.
Well, it comes across as all the squiggly lines and the weird stuff that you
Yeah.
don't recognize anyway. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket,
Okay.
and so are there any other electronics I can mess with?
The monitor's on the counter, but that's not it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna lean against the counter.
It would okay. You gonna try and fritz it? All right. You lean over against the counter, and all of a sudden there's a pop, and one of the monitors kind of smokes, catches on fire on the back, and he goes, "Holy crap! Look,
I'm like, whoa, what kind of place are you running here?
never had that problem before." And he kind of looks at you, and he kind of squints his eyes, and he says, "I'm gonna need you to step away from the counter." And you notice he starts to move his hand towards his pistol.
All right, golly, I'll move away from the counter. It's not my problem you have faulty machinery.
And okay, you need a deceit check.
Come on,
What?
Della.
That's normal. That's a normal thing.
Della.
Ooh.
Yes, I got a 1.
Okay. And he looks at you and he says, and you're in there with him, and he says, yeah, in fact, I'm going to need you to probably leave the premises with your friends.
Okay.
What now?
You're going to all need to leave. And he's popped the little clip off the top of his
Won't
pistol.
your company be upset about the lack of security on the
They're
door?
going to be more upset that there's a wizard in the lobby.
So you're gonna try to fuck with a wizard, right?
Bullets work on everyone.
So we can hear this from out there?
Yeah, you can kind of hear him quietly saying this. And he's...
So I'm just trying to make sure. Where am I right now? Like, I'm right
You're
here.
here with
No,
Miranda.
you're
You're there with
outside.
Miranda. No, and then those two are there. Yeah, and he's kind of popped the clip, and he's got his hand on his pistol.
We got 2 options, boys. We do it now, or we... Has he successfully reset the
Yeah,
card
you're
swiper?
taking care of all the stuff you're going to do. Yeah, it probably took you 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the
Hey,
deal.
we're done.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh, they're gonna know
We're going to subdue
Yeah,
him.
we're-
that we
Let's-
tampered
let's
with it. Let's
let's-
just...
Yeah.
All right, take him, guys.
Okay, we're going to need an initiative. Well, okay, initiative is just alertness, so get your alertness number real quick.
Miranda,
All right.
text V.
Don't have to roll. Don't have to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just alertness. Yeah.
I'm gonna just send you a text message. Go time.
I'm sure when I hear the gunshot, I'll know it's going on.
You might hear it. That's a long way
I
up.
hope he
a long
doesn't
way
get
away.
one off.
All right, so anybody in threes?
Oh, I haven't even rolled yet.
No, you don't roll. You just look at your alertness.
Oh,
It's not alertness check. It's just alertness. Yeah. All right. So anybody in +3?
I
Okay.
am, but I'm,
Yeah. In
waiting.
+3, he reaches under the desk, hits a button. Okay, and then draws his pistol. Okay, and he looks like he's going to take a shot at. Oh, probably the wizard. Okay.
that's what I figured.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you get an athletics check if you try and dodge out of the way. Ew!
Wow.
Ew! Whoops.
What'd you get?
A -2.
Wow, he beat you by 5. Okay.
Shit.
He got a 3. He got a 3, but you got a -2.
Give it your fate.
All right, he beat you by 5. Okay.
Hang on. But he-
Ow.
What are you tagging?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Take it some smoke.
Thank you. I'm going to tag Seeking the Truth.
No. This is something that needs to allow you to dodge better. Seeking the truth will not.
won't do that.
The truth is, he just creased your forehead with a bullet.
Sinking the.
Ow.
He dodged a death curse.
Icy Rage?
No.
No Mercy.
No.
You don't want to do that one?
No, I'm not doing Love Conquers
What?
All.
Yeah, no.
Harry Potter dodged a death curse.
Yeah.
But this is Dresden.
This
All
is
right.
a death curse.
I don't know that you have one that you can use.
Yeah, I
so-
don't have any I can
The most
use.
mundane of death curses.
All right, so
Okay.
I guess I'm.
Primitive
All right,
death
so
curse.
so what you're taking is a strength 7 hit. Okay.
Oh,
All
God.
right. Because it's a pistol, which is weapon 2. He
Oh,
beat you by 5.
Being shot close range.
No, no, no,
anyway.
no, no, stop. Okay. You don't have it. You're going to have to soak that up in one of your, inconveniences or whatever. Do you have any armor?
Oh, consequences.
Yeah,
Oh,
consequences.
wait.
That's
Back
a
up,
badge,
back up,
right?
back up. I need to use my umbrella.
Okay, so you're going to pop your umbrella out to... Okay, your umbrella
Oh, wait,
wasn't
it's
ready,
past,
so yeah.
Never mind.
So do you have any other armor?
Do you have the badge?
My.
Nah,
I said, Jim, make
My,
his own badge.
Nah.
She
What's it
doesn't make
called?
herself her own badge.
Is it my. No.
I think she
We're going to get you a
plus-
bulletproof
like
vest you
a
can wear
leather
under your robes or
Yeah, she's
something.
wearing them.
No.
That's what she
She
needs.
plus
Just
2.
mundane armor. There's a guy who can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to tag the aspect.
Bulletproof warden's
I'm
cloak.
immersed.
That wouldn't be
I don't
bad.
have enough points. Okay, no, I don't. So.
All right, so what you're going to need to do is probably take. Let's see. Where's our consequence list?
He said bulletproof warden's cloak, and the first thing I thought was
You can take a
Kevlar
moderate
cardigan.
consequence, Jody. And that'll give you a 3-point stress left over. Okay. So the moderate consequence has to be something bullet related. What do you want it to be? Bullet in the arm?
Yeah.
Okay. So write that down. Bullet in the arm. Okay. All right. And so you take a 3-point stress hit on physical. Okay.
Okay.
So he, pow! Right. That was in 3s.
Right. it gets-
Twos.
I'm on 2.
Right. And you two are. Now you're in there, so I'm going
At
to let you
the
go
end
first.
of 3, did I hear that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're inside the building.
Did
The
you get a
door's
text?
closed, unfortunately. Well,
Oh,
she
yeah,
hasn't
she
sent a
didn't
text yet.
text.
So you're in the same room. What do you want to do?
I guess like just automatic kinetic blast.
All right.
To
Cool. So that will be a. What kind of strength are you going to throw it at? You're doing your rope,
yeah, just do my rope.
which is strength 5.
5. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. So let's see. You need to roll a discipline check to try and hit him. You need to get at least a 5. But, add your is it conviction? No, I'm sorry. Discipline plus whatever you rolled. Ooh,
Yeah,
ouch.
Yeah. That's a
You're
2.
rolling well.
A 2.
tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So you missed it by 3. So you have a choice. Okay, you can either take a 3-point stress hit, or you can allow 3 points worth of fallout into the area, which means you could hit, do a 3 stress strike to the desk, something like that. Okay, all right. So you hit him for a 2-point stress. He's going to roll athletics to try and. Wow. I think actually it's still going to be. Oh no, he takes a 2 stress hit from that because he only rolled a 1.
Maybe you'll do a 3 stress hit to his gun.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, what happens is, he kind of ducks behind the desk as you do that. And when you do, blam, you blow the end of the desk off and part of the monitor and stuff like that, and it smashes into the wall behind him. So you've blown the end off the desk, right? And he kind of tumples over on the floor a little bit since you've, creased the desk and blown a big hole in it.
Okay.
All right, so that was in 2, also in 2s.
All right, so immediately hearing all of this, I'm gonna run
The
in,
jig is up.
bum rush him.
Okay. Now that you can I think move 1 zone for free. So you're gonna move and hit him, and this is a separate zone, so that's fine. That's fine. So go ahead and
okay.
attack. Yeah.
All right. Can I choose? Do I get a penalty if I choose to target something specific?
Depends on what you're doing.
He's just doing his job, so I'm not trying to kill him. I'm either trying to disarm him by striking his gun, or do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Like hilt of the sword to the.
So you're just going to do a normal strike, but if you do enough damage to actually take him out, you can just make sure it's non-lethal and it just knocks
Okay.
him unconscious. That's
All right.
fine.
That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You can always choose to be non-lethal. Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, so it's a +5.
+5. All right. Athletics check. Ooh, wow. So he got a -2. So that's a 1. So you had a 5. You beat him by 4. Okay. What's your weapon? 2.
It's +6. It's +1 for the.
What's your
weapon damage on your
weapon
sword?
three,
I'm sorry. Is it
four?
weapon 2, 3, 4, 12? Hopefully it's not
I
12.
think it's just a plus.
It's 15.
I have written here just +1.
No. That gives you a bonus to hit.
It should be
I'm
a
talking
weapon 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if
No,
mine's
yours
a
is
weapon
weapon 3.
I think mine's a weapon 2.
Yeah, yours is 1 below her. Hers is 1 below you.
Okay.
Yeah. So her sword is weapon 2. I believe it's a regular sword. So
I'll need to write
you
that
do a strength 7 hit on him. Okay.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Sword of the Cross weapons rating
Oh, yeah.
+2.
All right. He's gonna take a mild consequence. All right. Let's see.
And I'm just gonna say to him, drop it. It's not worth it. This job is not worth it.
Okay, you say that to him. Give me an intimidation check. And if you want, I'll give you a free tag of a +2 because you just walked up and whopped him with a sword.
Okay.
You probably actually stuck it right up under his neck or something like that.
Well,
Oh,
that's
you
a
actually
3.
probably ran it through his shoulder in a non-lethal manner, and he's hurting now.
So nil on the dice. I have a +1 plus the +2, so that's +3. That's
Okay.
3 on intimidation.
Okay. He drops the gun, and he says, "You're right. Job's not worth dying over." He says,
Smart man.
"But I'm gonna have backup pretty soon." And he kind of gets this kind of smarmy grin on his face, and so he's dropped the gun.
All right, I pick up his gun.
Okay. It's a little 9mm Glock. So,
Cavalry's coming. We gotta get ready.
Okay.
Did I sent the text to
Volt's
Volt
on his way.
already? I sent it to him out there, the text message to him out there whenever it was, when we were still working on the pad.
okay.
When the
So
conversation got tense.
You text the message. You
Wait,
can
what
text me
text?
now. Or
Yeah, I sent you go time.
go time. Okay.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
All right. So you're gonna rip the top of. Well, okay. Hold on. Let's we'll come back to that in just a second. All right. So +1s. You just finished the thing. You're out there, kind of. Miranda's
Right.
looped in, and you've watched her
Okay.
Lots
do
of
this,
action, gunshot.
this beautiful slide across the floor, run this guy through the shoulder with her sword, in a non-lethal way. But he certainly doesn't want to. It was his right arm, shoulder, so now he can't pull the trigger or as easily because it's going to hurt a lot. And so he's dropped the gun. She's picked it up, and now that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, then I'll just kind of walk in there, look at everyone like, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
We're storming the Bastille.
Nope, we should leave.
Oh, we should leave?
We don't know how many people are coming. I have a Volt.
We just Volt in. We just sold Volt in.
Volt's ready.
Okay, fine, we'll
Y'all
stay.
can leave. It's fine.
Well, I don't want if you think we should go, we'll go. But we're not gonna get a chance like this again.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm good.
we'll
My
stay.
turn's over.
Okay,
That's
you're
it.
done. That's okay. Volt, you've ripped the thing open.
I'm going to stick my head in.
All right. It's a room that's about maybe 7 feet tall. It's full of what looks like air conditioning units and stuff like that. You see, this is where all the vents are coming from.
Was it loud when I ripped it open?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. You see a door off to the side. The room's not real well lit. You're mainly getting your light from the hole you just tore in the thing. But you do see a light switch by the door. But this looks like kind of like the air conditioning room is what you're thinking.
Okay. Can I?
You don't see anybody in
Can
there.
I stealth again?
Yeah, sure.
Do I need to make an alertness check to see if I see anybody or not?
No, there's nobody in here.
Okay.
They wouldn't have a guard in the air conditioning room. I mean, if somebody steals their air conditioner, they're going to be real upset, but they'll be fine.
It's a 4 stealth this time.
Unless the
And-
guard's invisible.
Okay.
Then it'd be a problem.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm going to sneak towards the door and open it just a little bit to peek out and see what's in it.
You open the door, peek out. The door is locked, and so but it's locked from this side, okay?
Okay.
And so you're able to open it, and there's a keyhole on the other side and stuff like that. So you open it up, and you're on this catwalk way up in the air. Metal railing on your right, big concrete wall to the left. Catwalk's about maybe 2 feet wide. Runs straight ahead of you and then turns, after about 60 feet, turns to the right, and then kind of disappears out of your vision. You're in this huge central chamber. It's maybe 100 feet to the floor. Nah, probably about 80 feet to the floor. Okay, and the floor is this big open area. Give me a lore check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
You got a little bit of lore, don't you?
I got 1.
One's not
I
bad.
never can tell with the roll of dice. I got a 3 total.
Oh, good. Okay. Somebody's built a hinge, like a stone hinge,
Oh.
in
Oh,
the
it's like
middle
a
of this.
Giant door hinge.
In the floor.
What? Yeah. No, it's literally like 80 feet below you. There's this stone hinge, and so you're like, what is going on here?
Like,
And
okay, good.
yeah, it's got the big stone lintels, and it looks kind of ruined. Like it's not new, but like it was maybe brought here from somewhere.
So it looks like it was brought here, not that it was already here and
Right.
built around it.
Well, because it's on concrete floor, so yeah. I mean, yeah,
So somebody airlifted this thing out.
right, and then built it or something.
David Sands.
You see up against the wall what looks like, and this is not in the hinge, this is probably about 20, 30 feet from the hinge. You can see what looks like metal cages. They're maybe 6 feet tall, maybe 20 feet long, and there's about 6 people in them. Most of them are kind of curled up against the wall in the fetal position, lying there very still. One guy's kind of sitting in the corner, kind of rocking like this. He seems kind of oblivious to the rest of the world. But most of them are just kind of curled up in fetal positions. They don't look good.
Okay.
Sitting in the middle of the hinge is what looks like, I don't know, a young girl. Maybe 12, 13 years old. She's got kind of short cropped blonde hair, and she's sitting there in a lotus position, kind of with her eyes closed and just, got her hands like this.
How much time do I have left in the round? Because I know we're in combat rounds, so...
Yeah, well, it depends on what you want to do.
I'd like to gracefully and stealthily float, kind of like glide almost,
Yeah, gotcha.
down and drop onto the cages.
Your idea is to be very quiet, right?
Yes, I don't want to disturb the girl in the middle, because she sounds
Okay.
like a witch from Left 4 Dead 2, and they hurt.
Yes.
And I'm going to try to, I guess, find the less crazy-looking person in the cage and ask them what's going on.
Give me a stealth check. You're definitely going to need that.
Okay. Not quite as good. I guess I'm just gonna go with a 3.
Okay. You kind of gently glide down to the cage and land on top of it. Big metal bars, kind of like smaller cross-hatched, I wouldn't say chicken wire, but that cross fencing that's got little 1-inch squares on the tops and sides. There's a door in one end. You kind of stealthily slip off the top towards where you can get close to, I guess, one of the people that's lying in the corner. The guy who's rocking quietly in the corner is just completely out of it. He has, his eyes closed.
Yeah.
You even think you see a little bit of drool out of his mouth. You lean down to the person and give me just a regular roll.
Okay. Nil.
No. You lean down to her, and it's woman. She's maybe in her 20s, dark hair, but it's all matted now. The clothes she's wearing like a t-shirt, jeans. She smells like she's been here for
Do they
a while.
look human?
Yeah, she looks human. Yeah, she looks human.
Okay.
But she smells like she's been here for a while. You smell, sweat, other bodily functions that are just all over her. I mean, that's when you really start to smell that these people have been here for a while and they haven't been let go to the toilet. Okay, or well, they have been going, but not anywhere
Yeah.
good. Most of them look like they you can see that they, peed all over themselves and stuff like that, and a lot of them are really out of it. You kind of lean down to this woman and say, "Hey, what's going on?" And she just kind of goes, "No, no, 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 no." And then her eyes snap open and she looks at you and she says, "No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault." She starts getting louder. "It's not my fault. It's not my fault." And so you're kind of going, "Shh." And she's going, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault." At which point you hear from a speaker up on the wall go, "Please stay away from the captives. You're disturbing them."
I'm gonna slink back into the shadows.
Okay. That's going to require a stealth check.
Another one.
You can do it!
Another 3.
Okay. You slip back into the shadows. There's a lot of shadows. I mean, the only place that's really lit up well is the hinge. and the little girl who's in the middle of it. And you start to slip back into the shadows, and I am going to need a discipline check.
I got something for this. I'm gonna tag the aspect survival of the fittest
Okay.
to give me a +2,
Mm-hmm.
which will give me a 3 total.
You start sliding into the shadows, and all of a sudden you start to go, I don't think I'm going to be good enough to just get out of here. I know that they've seen me. I think they're coming for me. And so then you start realizing, this is what my dad kicked me out for. He doesn't want me around because I'm a failure. I don't even know why. And so you start, you kind of get into the shadows, and just you're bombarded with this sense of the fact that you were never good enough. That's why your father got rid of you. He's probably got some other woman who can make him a real son who's worthwhile. And you're just kind of rolling in this self-loathing, and you're like, I just need to stop. And at some point, you just kind of sit down in the corner and kind of curl up like this. You've taken a 2 stress mental hit.
Jesus,
Okay.
with a 3?
Yeah.
2 stress mental.
Mm-hmm. And let's go back out to where everybody else is. Okay, so you stopped. You grabbed his gun. We're back up to 3s. He has not made any moves. He's gotten this kind of snarky grin on his face because he says that he's got more people on the way. So now we're to 2s with the people that are out there.
I am going to look for the ingresses and see where reinforcements would be coming from.
Only place looks like it's going to be from there. Unless they come in through the front door where
Okay.
you guys are.
Are we making a stand or are we making a run for it?
Well, you said make a stand. So
I think we won't get another chance now that they know we're here, but I don't want to risk anyone's life for it.
just tie up my arm. I think I'll be okay.
All right. So yeah. I guess the thing that we'll do is I'd like to get by that door up
Which one?
against the wall.
Right here?
Tactical style.
Right.
So that I'm behind it when they come in.
Okay. You get next to the door.
Wait, are we just gonna wait for them to come in, or do we want to try
She's
to
waiting.
go in through see if we can get through that door first to surprise them?
Up to y'all, but I'll be there.
In case somebody comes through.
Yeah, I think we should get through the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all want to blast it?
You gonna try and blast it?
Yeah.
Wait, is this building made out of stone?
It is.
Boy, can I cut a door through a wall?
Well, okay. You grab your sword and say,
Or
shh, and it's crazy. It's like, you've seen the scene from the first of the Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah.
Where he starts cutting
Yeah.
the big blast door open, and it's just like that. You go, shh, and it slides in like a
Bruh,
knife
I
into
should've
butter,
thought of this
and then you
forever.
push down, and just the granite starts to separate away into pieces from this door.
Oh
my
and
God.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it takes you maybe about I don't know, maybe a half a minute to get to the bottom, and you kind of step out of the way, and the door goes clang and falls forward. Okay, so that was in 2. Now, when that happens, behind the door, you see what's assembled is what looks like 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5, 6 people. Okay, they are in full combat gear. They look like they have automatic weapons, something like assault weapons. No, I'm sorry. They look like they're carrying automatic weapons, and yeah, they look pretty serious. So that was in 2. I'll let them go in probably 1 because you just knocked the door out. So in 2, you can go as well.
So the doors down.
It just fell. Yeah. So one of the doors is open. Yeah.
So can I use the kinetic and then just kind of shove it at them?
Ooh.
You can
So
try.
they'll-
As it starts to fall, you can do
Yeah, I
that.
just want to
Bam.
kind of push
Yeah,
it
give me
towards them.
Give me a discipline check. Yeah.
Cheers.
You doing your road spell, or are you going to amp it up a little more power?
Between the two of you.
A
heavy door. You may want to ramp it up.
Front ramp it.
Let's strength 7. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah.
All right. Now that's going to give you a 2 stress hit from that, and then let's see where we are.
Okay.
Strength of you need to hit a 7 with your discipline check.
Let's see what tag it has. Because I got a 5 right now.
We'll see.
Yeah, -2.
Yeah. Let's see.
Call on the strength of the autumn night.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Sure, but oh wait, I'm sorry. You don't have to give me a fate point for
I
that.
said it's just your abilities.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, that's right.
He's got a patron. Anytime you call on a patron's help, you always owe him a favor. You know.
In my world.
Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of you start to see the power going out. And you're like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I am the autumn night, and all of a sudden it's like this swell of energy and power and cold air blasts out from you and hits the door and slams it back. They're gonna have to make athletics checks. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, that's great. Good.
First athletics check. Let's see. That's even. I'm gonna let you get the first 2 guys. Honestly. Let's see. So that was their athletics. Okay, that's only 4. So he got hit for a 3 stress hit. Okay. Yeah, armor's not going to help really with that. When throwing a door at somebody, Kevlar is not going to be that big of a stress against him. Okay, so that was a -1. He takes a 5 stress hit, which he doesn't have. He'll have to take a minor consequence, then a 3. Okay. All right. So you slam the door back at them. It goes twisting, spinning through the air. A couple of the guys kind of dodge out of the way, but the 2 front guys get hit by the door. Knocks one of them kind of off his down to one knee as he kind of rolls out of the other way. The other guy, it smacks him hard across the chest and knocks him prone. And he's like, oh! The other... How many people did I say? Okay, so
5.
the other 3 people are not hit by the door, however. Okay? All right, so that was in 2s. Any other 2s? Jody, were you a 1 or 2?
That was a 3.
Oh, you didn't go yet. I'm sorry. You're supposed to go in. You can
wait.
go now as well.
Never mind, I lied. I'm not.
You're a 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm a 2. I
Yeah.
lied.
So you can go as well. He shoves the door past them, okay, or into these 2 guys.
So-
Knocks one down.
Would my casting be affected with the arm injury? Or can
No.
I still do it with the pain? Okay.
No, absolutely.
Then I'm going to do my...
Probably can draw
I'm
from
gonna,
the pain.
I'm gonna hit them with a big blast of air to knock them down.
Okay, so you're doing your tornado rope,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
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 All right.
Wow.
Can I take the aspect no mercy now since they shot me?
Sure.
Or I was shot?
Yeah, you want to re-roll, I assume.
You don't just want to add one,
There's
dude.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, let's add +2.
Oh, that's better.
There you
At
go.
least even. So what'd you get?
That's a good roll in my book.
Discipline check.
5.
5. Okay, so they got to do athletics checks. Okay.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Oops.
Even if it's ones.
All right, so that guy's good. That guy's not going to make
I
it.
just know that both of y'all have a 5 for this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Ooh, that guy made it. Okay.
I have only 1 5. It's craftsmanship.
All right. So you
Craft them.
you throw the tornado at them, right? And what you see is one of the guys in the back sees the air come towards him, and he does this. And you notice he's doing counter movements to you, and your wind spell goes poof.
Great.
Yep. So he seems to have countered you. All right.
Fine.
They have a wizard in there.
They do. All right. So
We have a
that's also 2. I hope you have a Hulk. All right. In 2, the other 2 guys, or the other guys are going to shoot at you. Who's in front? That's going to be you 2 guys.
It's currently wrapping
Let's
his
see.
damage.
Yeah.
Let's go with the first gentleman, who is redheaded. Not that you can tell. Full tactical gear. Oh my goodness. He got a roll athletics if you're dodging. Hang on. This one's at you.
The combined Hulk version.
Now remember, you also have a badge that gives you 2 armor once per session.
Gotcha.
So
And I
yeah.
also have some kind of shirt that's got armor 1 on it.
Ah, that's right. You can use one or the other. I don't think they stack.
Exactly,
Yeah. That would be cool if they did though.
yeah. +2.
Plus 2. All right. That's with your athletics.
Yeah, man, I don't have it.
Oh, okay. So he gets guns. Okay, that's a 6. He beat you by 4. He is using an AK-47, so that's a 7 strength hit. What do you want to do?
Oh my god.
Uh,
I can leave.
well, I guess I just take it. I mean,
Okay, take a minor
Minor
consequence,
consequence,
and which can be bullet to the
yeah,
arm or
yeah.
leg, or let's do leg since you did arm. So bullet to the thigh.
How many are up that still have guns?
5.
Where's-
And then you take a
I
1
thought
stress
there were
hit.
5
Yeah.
people and 2 got knocked down.
Yeah. Well, they're still can attack. They just got
Okay.
knocked down. That's what it is.
where's my bodyguard and all this?
Right?
He goes in 2 as well. All right. The other guy is shooting at Jody.
He only has a problem with
Right.
people aggressively
Am I
coming at you
able
with a
to
cell phone.
pull my umbrella up, or would that be?
Yeah.
a
No, you
different
can. You
action?
have your umbrella. Okay.
Bullets are fine.
Let's see. So he got a
Look at
Plus
this.
3.
We're giving
Make an
you tiny
athletics
pieces
check,
of
Joe.
metal as offerings.
What'd you get for athletics?
0.
Okay. So you're taking a strength 6 hit. What's your armor on your weapon?
Armor 3.
Okay. So you take a strength 3 hit. So
So I'll have to take severe, right? Or
no.
can I take
This is
mild
stress.
with
This is stress. This is just stress.
Well, she's already
Yes.
marked out a 3 from last
Then you have
time,
to take the
7.
4. So mark out your stress 4 spot.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
All right.
I better put checks in there.
The next guy is going to shoot. Okay, this is Will Smith. He's blonde. Ooh, wow. He's going to shoot at you. He got a.
Give me
Make your
your
athletics check.
Let me touch your dice.
My pink dice. They're not even my cute ones.
0.
Okay, a 0.
You have your badge still?
He's going to have to use it.
Yeah.
You're taking a strength 9 hit.
Damn.
Okay.
So,
Should we
yeah.
go?
Yep.
So I'll get my badge, so I'll knock it down
To 7. Right.
and then that's all I got, right?
You can take a. You took a major, or you took a
Yeah, so that's
moderate consequence. You can take.
I took a mild last time, so
You took a mild last time.
it was mild or moderate. That I took last
But okay. You got hit for 7 last time. Is that right?
time. It for
5.
5.
Okay, so you took the moderate one. What stress? What physical stress things do you have left?
I have 2 and 3 open.
Okay, so take a 2 stress hit. I'm sorry. No, a 3 stress hit. Sorry. And then a mild consequence, which you can take as grazed or whatever, something like
Alright.
that. Okay. Now, at any time when you're taking damage, remember you can decide to be taken out, which means you no longer fight anymore, but you're not going to die, and you're taken out on your terms. That can be, and that you run out of the building, and are no longer in the fight. So anytime you're afraid, you have to do that before you. Well, you have to do that when the damage, but before you start, putting it on your sheet.
Yeah.
So if you want to be taken out, you can do that way. If you don't, if you run out of stresses and stuff like that, then you get taken out on their terms, which means they can do with you what they want.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So, do you have to do that on your turn?
No. Well, you're still up. You don't have to be taken out, but
I was thinking about for my character.
All right, Jody. What is your?
Too late.
Okay, you need to roll athletics, sweetie.
That's good.
3.
3. Okay, you beat him. He
Thank
missed. All right, now Swift's turn. All right. Swift reaches around and unzips that bag, flings it, and the little case comes flying off, and he's got this rifle. Okay, and he
I thought it was a sword.
no, and he shoots one of the guys. Oops. Ooh.
Oh, we've affected him already.
I know, right?
No, you asked to touch his dice, so what you did?
I never did. He didn't give them to me.
Just the mere
Alright.
threatening
Yeah.
of it made them quiver in their silicon.
All right, and unfortunately, it seems like he misses. So there you go. All right, so that was in 2s. 1.
I'm a 1.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. You're number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You
quick recap.
haven't gone yet either, have you?
I'm on 2.
Okay, so let me get her first. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, we're retreating, yes?
I'm planning on it when it's.
All right, I'm going to pull out the gun that I got from the guard. And I'm going to, if this is allowed, because I remember doing this during the graveyard scene, I want to lay down suppressive fire as a
Okay.
block so that they can retreat.
Right. Okay, so
Nice.
let's make. You're gonna have to use guns to do that.
Yeah, I have weapons 5,
That's
and
guns.
gun
what we'll
is
give 0, I guess.
Something
plus
separate.
1 on the. Wait, weapons don't apply to any weapon?
No, weapons are like handheld weapons. It's a
Guns
is a
separate
separate thing.
guns. Yes.
But you don't really have to
Ew.
have skill
Okay,
to
okay,
just
okay.
shoot it. And well, maybe you do.
Well,
That's why I
she's
have
trying
guns
to do
3
a
and
lot.
weapons 2.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I could just do a block with my sword, but that's like gonna work in this scenario.
You charge in.
Now that being said, you could also probably try and flip the desk up between you and them. Which, if you do something like that, then
I have an athletics of +3. Would
Well,
that
let's
help?
do that. Let's use
Okay.
athletics for your block because you're trying to keep them from shooting them, and so really, yeah. So
Okay.
do athletics real quick, and that'll be your block.
Well, it's 3.
Okay. All right. So they have to beat a strength 3 attack. If they don't, then it hits
Can
the desk.
I?
Tag an aspect 4.
We're not losing anyone today,
That's a good one.
and
Okay.
give myself a +2 to make it a 5.
That'll be a 5 block. That's a pretty good block. Okay. All right. So now it's your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, so quick recap. She slices part of the stone wall, the thing falls in, he connect blasts into it, and then a
Hail of gunfire.
hail of
comes out,
gunfire
right.
and whatnot come out the other thing. Start doing magic spells, then nothing happens, and
She's picked up the desk and shoved it in front of the opening now.
right.
A little concerned with the bullets
Right.
flying out. Yes.
Yeah, I was still at this door. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh. You could yell retreat.
I think it's time to go.
Not a bad call. All right.
Shoot a text to Volt. We're
Can-
leaving. It's
Yeah.
it's go time for real. It's
Yeah.
leave
Time to go.
Since there is a hole in the wall,
Mhm.
can I see anyone from where I am?
Yeah. There are 4 guys in tactical gear, and then there's 5 people in tactical gear. Excuse me. Yeah, as in like kind of not full riot gear, but bulletproof vests.
Of the people I see,
They're more probably military related than we are.
can I see what type of weapons they have on them?
Yes, they look like AK-47s, standard kind of submachine guns kind of things.
Nice. Multiple of them.
Yes. Well, they each have 1.
That's awful.
Yeah, and pistols.
Yeah.
Then sure, the most obvious one, whichever one is the most center, whichever one is the closest,
easiest target.
and it's just gonna be like, it's time to leave.
You gonna shoot at him? All right.
Yep.
Make me a guns check.
Bad.
What'd you get?
I got a +1, but can I read part of my backstory real quick to make sure this actually applies? No, it doesn't. Can I just tag I'm an opportunist?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just want to do this as we're leaving.
Yeah, absolutely. That's opportunist. Yeah. That's an opportunist move. Okay.
And
So that gives you a what?
That's that refresher.
I kind of want to just re-roll this.
Okay, go for it.
See
Yeah,
what we get.
sure.
Alright, so 3.
Okay. You shoot at him. Don't seem to connect with the guy. Maybe it's because the angle's bad, or
Yeah.
just it's kind of a hard shot right now. And you begin leaving. I assume the rest of you are leaving as well.
Yeah.
All right. You begin heading out of the building. The guys in the doorway stop shooting when they see that you're leaving, and kind of start checking on the guys who got hit by the door. They also head out kind of around the corner to check on the guy that you had sorted, who is still, remember, sitting in the corner in the other room. And so you guys head out towards the van, pile into the van. No sign of Volt.
I don't want to call him because his phone rings. That could give away his position. But I'm going to send him another text message and hope that he's got it on silent and be like, "Are you okay? Where are you at? We're in the van."
Give me another discipline check.
Wait, are we not still in combat?
No.
I don't get to go around 3?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, is this turn 3 discipline check?
Yeah.
Okay. Same one as last time.
What'd you get?
I got a 2 so far, but 3 didn't do shit for me, so I'm not gonna spend anything for it.
Yeah. No. You're falling. I mean, you look around you and you think the lights are going out in the area. They just start to gradually fade and flicker, and the little girl disappears.
Yeah.
All you want to do is just curl up into this cold, dark corner and just hope nobody notices you, because obviously you're not important. And so you take another stress 2 hit.
Do I still get to do? Oh, after this hit, do I get to do anything? Then?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
What are you trying to do?
So I'll take a 3 because I can't take a 2.
Right.
I'm going to spear the girl in the middle and grapple her.
You can't see her is the problem. She
Why
kind
not?
of disappeared as you were over there.
She's
So
still not in the center.
you gonna run towards her?
Yeah, I'm going to fly towards the center.
Okay, make me a. Is that not athletics? It's a fists when you grapple.
Yeah, or something like that. It's
Okay.
a might. They're
Okay,
both the
look
same
at might
thing.
check. Yeah.
Or I'll do fist for grappling, so I can
Okay.
amplify my might. Amplify my fist.
Mhm.
I can amplify my fist by might.
Yeah, that'd be better. There you go.
Words are hard. Jeez. I got a 4.
All right, you run towards where she is. Okay, and the light's still kind of shining on her, and you reach out for her as this last bit of light goes out, and you dive at where she is, and you pass through nothing. And you hear this kind of laughter go, can't even handle a little girl. And you're pretty sure it's your dad's voice. And you just kind of fall to the ground, and you just roll over to the side until you think you feel your shoulder up against one of the the hinge stones, and you just kind of lay there. Give you one more action.
I'm gonna break one of the hinges,
Okay, give me a mic check.
and then if that doesn't work, I'll fly away. It's a lot better. And then I'm going to tag the aspect, "I am not my father, hear me roar,"
Ooh, I like that. That's perfect.
to add a +2.
That is perfect.
And so for breaking things, +5 is 8, +1 is 9, 9 + 2 is 11 to break this hinge.
Okay, very good. Give me another discipline check real quick, okay?
Oh, God. And then my brain became soup.
Not yet. Not yet. Remember, you've got mental consequences as well, too.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. Well, that's a 0.
Okay. That's not good.
Yeah.
What you're going to take is a strength 7 mental hit.
Okay.
But remember, you can choose instead to be taken out on your terms. Which means you could fly out and get away,
Well, can I just take a -6 severe and 1 mental?
You could.
Now, if all the stresses are boxed out, what
Right.
does that mean?
If you
They're
take
gonna
another
run
hit,
anyways?
you're going to go unconscious. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying you might want to go ahead and say, I'm just going to take myself out at this point and get out of here. Which I think is what you're planning to do anyway.
Will not be passed out,
No, you would be
Anything
like,
like
leaving the scene.
Right.
right.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. What am I doing then?
Okay, so you take a 1 stress hit and then a
6 severe.
yeah. What do we want to make this mental consequence be? We're gonna call it worthless. Okay. All right. You push this hinge. Okay, and at first nothing moves, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. I can't even move this stupid rock. And then you hear this kind of soft grating, and you think you've rocked it just enough that you hear that there's kind of a something above it starts to sway, and you dive and roll out of the way as one of the lintel stones falls to the ground. Okay, wham! There's this huge noise. Bam! Dust, everywhere. And when the dust, goes up, you're kind of like, okay, I can get out of here. Mm-hmm. And so you shoot towards the ceiling, and to the door.
Okay. Yeah. To the door.
You go ahead.
No, yeah, to the door.
Yeah. To the door. You just kind of barely furl your wings enough to get in the door, and then grab the thing and lever yourself out. Okay.
I'm gonna fly towards the van, like, open the back door.
Yeah. You see Volt come swooping down from the top of this building. He's not so much swooping as hurtling. He's almost falling. Okay, falling with style, but almost. You open the back door of the van, and he kind of crashes into the van a bit and rolls up against the back seats, and he's just shivering. You've never seen Volt like this. I mean, Volt is always the kind of the cocky, devil may care, nothing can handle me. He rolls into the corner, and it's kind of weird. You've got this blanket in there that, has like the tire iron and the spare tire on it. He grabs this kind of greasy blanket and pulls it over like that. And then, it doesn't even bother to shut the doors. And you take off, the doors kind of go, boom, boom, and then shut, and, somebody reaches out, and you guys take off, okay? All right. Where are you headed?
Hospital?
Yeah, gunshot?
I want to make sure we're not being followed wherever
I
we're
don't
going.
care. No, I'm just kidding.
And we'll just.
Doesn't seem to, well, okay. Give me a driving check. Well, are you driving? You're
He's
driving.
driving.
Okay, give me a driving check real quick to see if you're
I'm
being
trying
checked.
to imagine Swift's face.
Yeah.
Day
I have a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think you're being followed? Actually, Swift is
Bodyguard.
really upset because he has allowed the Autumn Knight to be hurt. He's very unhappy with himself.
I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, he's like, look, let me go in and teach these guys a lesson. I can take them. You're
Yeah, you can.
pretty sure you
Yeah,
can
you
teach
can, yeah.
I mean, but he seems pretty upset. He says, look, the Autumn King can help you with your wounds. I promise.
Okay.
And so, but we should get back to Audubon Park.
Yeah.
Listen to the man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we can at least report to Lou what we
Right.
know.
Now, remember, there is a bridge to take across. Actually, I think instead of just the ferry, I just dawned on me that I think the Huey P. Long Bridge goes over there.
That's scary too. But
Yeah. So you could drive across instead of taking the ferry if you want. It's going to be a little out of the way. You're not really sure. Ferry, bridge.
I might as well take the ferry.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think those
like,
guys are
okay, or is he just like out of it?
Are you going to go to the back of the van and check on him?
I don't know. You want to check on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
He's just, I mean, he's not okay. He just seems really upset, unhappy. He's not okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna take up the rosary and just do like a little prayer
Bless you.
for him right now.
You
I
wanna-
have an ability called Holy Touch, but I don't know that it affects anything in this. It's generally to be used as a weapon against other.
no, not so much this.
And but I'm just.
Repent.
This is sort of a for flavor roleplay
Yeah,
thing.
give me a
5 Hail
report
Marys.
check. Well, I'll tell you what. No, give me a conviction check. I like that better
Okay.
because you got that.
I do got that. Well, it's -2, so
What's
I
the
still
wrong
have
door?
a 3.
Do what? What'd you get?
A 3.
All rolls have been
You're Volt, you're lying in the back, kind of behind the seats, and you see Miranda kind of climb over the seats, and she sits down by you. She pulls out a rosary and starts kind of praying, and something about her praying over you kind of breaks through what you're hearing, what your self talk is going on, and so you're kind of like, okay, something attacked me back there, something got inside my head, so. What that allows you to do, because you took a severe consequence, right?
Yes.
Right. It's no longer worthless. Now because you're starting to heal from it.
Okay.
It's now confidence shattered. Okay.
And speaking along these same lines, I grab the couple little Healy potion vial things that I got. And it's kind of like, while driving, I was like, this helps.
It's like that.
Well, we can go ahead and say that you're at the ferry now, and you kind of pulled up. And what that means is that now that you started to heal, then that this severe consequence is gone. Lasts for the next scenario after recovery starts. So basically, when we finish this mission, basically the beginning of the next mission, this will go away. Okay, that goes for anybody who took a straight 6 consequence. So you're going to be injured until the end of this adventure. Yeah, pretty much. But that's okay. I mean, it doesn't affect you unless somebody knows to tag that aspect. Right. That's the tricky part. So if you've got a bandage there, they might go, "Oh, okay, I'm going to do something and punch him in the injury," and they can tag it to get a +2. All right, so you hand them healing potions.
Yeah.
It immediately starts your wounds healing. Okay, so yours was what? Shot through the...
shot in the arm. I don't know. Is it in the bone or did it go through?
Nah, we'll just say it was a through and through.
Okay, through. So I'm bleeding.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now you're going to have bandaged arm. Okay?
Okay.
So change the aspect from shot in the arm to bandaged arm. And you took one in the leg? Okay, so yours is going to be bandaged leg. Yeah. And so that shows that you started healing. Because if you don't do something to start the healing, then it takes until you start healing before you actually get to start counting. Now, remember, for a minor consequence or mild consequence, it lasts 1 scene. Okay? So the next scene that we play, halfway through it, yours is
I have
gone.
moderate. So
Oh, you have moderate.
It's going to be 2 scenes?
Did you take mild?
I had mild and a mild.
Oh, so the mild one, you're grazed, okay? And so
Right.
that one we'll just say... scabbed over, or something like that. And so at the end of the next scene, your scabbed over one is gone. Moderate lasts until the end of the next session. So
Right.
after the next session, I think it moves. Does it move up to a mild? I think it moves up to a mild. Nah, I think it just goes away. Yeah, it just goes away. Anyway. So that's where we are on that. So, okay, you're on the ferry. You've handed out the healing potions. I think that causes moderates to become mild. Is that what we've done before?
I believe so.
So that means it'll only last for 1 more scene. So your moderate wounds are now mild wounds when you hand you the healing potions. So change those from moderate to mild.
You got any mental potions?
Yeah. I'm a good psychologist.
Thank you, though.
No problem.
Yeah.
Did my best.
Yep.
Did my best, friend.
So
a couple
that'll
breaks
take
She's
1
there
more
for your
scene and
spirit,
then
I'm
they're
here
gone,
for the
right?
body of mechanical
Yeah.
means.
So when we play next time, basically at the beginning of the
Between
next
the two of
scene,
us,
your
we'll take
your
care
wounds
of
will be
it.
gone. You'll still have a mild, but that's not so bad yet.
Right.
All right, so you're kind of sitting on the van and you're kind of drinking your potions and probably Swift has a thermos of coffee that he's handing around, and so you're kind of hanging out there. What next?
I think we need to
I
confirm
think
notes
we're
because we don't
going-
know what happened with
Well,
him.
I'm storming to the tree and launching
And then we're
an
going
assault
to the
on the
Audubon.
compound.
On the tree? No.
No, I'm storming the tree, banging on the gate, saying we're gonna kill these motherfuckers.
Rousing the.
Okay.
Yeah, rousing
So we
the
go
troops,
to
we
the
found the
Audubon
source.
Zoo.
Okay, I wasn't
Rally
sure.
the
He was
troops.
like, I stormed to the tree. It was like,
Right, so
Hey, I can't kill these guys.
all right, you get to the Audubon
Wait a
Park,
minute, yeah.
and
I was like, wait, what?
you head towards Lou's tree, and Lou steps out, and he sees, and he looks at Swift, and he says, "You are not protecting the Autumn Night." And he says, "I know, I'm sorry. I was not up to the task. They were much stronger and faster than I realized. They had they had guns and automatic weapons, and it was bad. And the Autumn King goes, Swift, you have to protect the Autumn Night. We cannot lose the Autumn Mantle. And so he says. Then he turns towards you and he says, "Seems like your wounds are healing nicely. At least it wasn't grievous wounds." And
Be more careful.
and he looks at you and he says, "I see that you have started to hold up your end of the bargain with us. Thank you. I hope. Is there anything I can do to help you?"
Remove my. Never mind. Yeah.
Volt is visibly steaming at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we broke into this building. I'm not sure. Well, we didn't break. We got into a building. We believe there was vampires in there. Not sure yet. I got shot. He got shot too.
Did you feel like
Security
I was
very
about
high.
I was about to ask. Like,
I was about to
if
So
you-
we had to
Okay,
had to
once he's
leave,
done.
and I'm not sure what's happened to him, but I know that
I'm
Miranda
gonna
was talking to him for a while.
Hmm?
yeah, I'm gonna pipe and say they had a Stonehenge in the middle of this facility with a girl with short blonde hair harmonizing.
Give me an investigation check.
Stop it.
put me at
Oh, that's nice.
a 1.
Okay. There. He says a hinge, like from the old country, and
Right.
he says,
Looks like it was transported there, not built. I broke it.
well, hinges can do a lot of different things. Most of the time, they're used to focus or manipulate power. If this was on top of the ley line, then this could be the way that they're manipulating it to affect my people.
I'm gonna say there's also a cage full of several people who look to be in despair as well,
Despair.
rocking
What
back
do
and
these
forth crying.
people look like?
People.
I mean, did you have a general man, women, ages, etc.?
I mean, you're asking a dragon.
Most of them were most of them were young-ish, maybe 20, 30 years old. You didn't see any older people or really young people. Adults is what I would say. Yeah.
Young adults.
Like they
Missing
probably have their own
parents?
Yeah,
section.
missing paranators.
Missing paranators.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You remember
think about
hearing
that.
about a girl, blonde hair, who supposedly disappeared recently, and that one kind of sent up lots of warning flags because she was so young. Most of the missing paranators that had turned up had been adults or things along those lines, but this was a young girl. She was like 12, 13. Hera,
12-year-old girl.
Yeah, and she
Maybe minor talent.
everybody was really worried about that because she was the first
Possibly
kid to
see a bit into
disappear.
the future.
Yeah. And so you did
Did you
see,
say it out loud?
yeah,
Sure.
probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
now
it's-
I know how to nail this. That's why she wasn't there when I tried to grab her, because she could see me trying to grab her.
You should have grabbed 12-year-old girls, man. It's not
Yeah,
cool.
it's bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna kill her. Does that make it better?
Somehow it does.
Possibly
Slightly
not.
better.
Yeah. But yeah, he
As
says,
long as you're
well,
intending.
that explains it. This
Yes.
building
tear
that you
down.
found must be the source of what's
That's
destroying the
fast.
ley line. He says, so obviously the frontal assault didn't work. So
In all fairness, I didn't realize it was a frontal assault until it was.
well, it was.
It was a-
Initially, it was not.
It was a very
Initially, it
not
was like
far-
Covert,
an infiltrate kind of covert, get
yeah.
some
But then
information
they-
out.
Then they
and then-
made
Was.
us, and he basically called us out
But
and knew that we
Things
had a
went
wizard.
pear-shaped.
Yeah.
quickly.
And
Yeah, they attacked my weakness.
at that point, they
That
would have
weirdo.
known before we came back, and that they would have been ready for us.
So it's a defense contractor. So
So you need to hit them somewhere where they're not expecting.
The stock
Right.
market.
The financial sector.
Well, or perhaps from underneath.
Oh,
I mean,
Huh?
the sewers.
From
Well,
the ley
we-
line itself.
No. There's no sewers in
yeah, it's
this area, but I am the Autumn King. I have lots of dwarves, and they like to dig things.
oh,
Dwarves are a thing. Miranda fully says because she's never met a dwarf.
Well, yeah.
Dwarves are my favorite. Like Gimli. Do you
well,
have a Gimli-like one?
more along the
Gimli-like one.
lines of Snow White and the Seven. But yes, okay.
You got a dot?
And well, now be careful what you say around dwarves. They
Oh, they are
tend to
offended
like
by that?
human women a lot.
Oh. Human women might like them. I don't know.
Get you some seven dwarves, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
a one dwarf kind of girl.
Okay.
Well,
but he says, but if your thought is to go in underneath, I am sure that you're the Autumn Knight. You need only command, and the dwarves will assist you.
Well, I didn't know about this one. I keep on learning a lot of stuff about this thing first few days.
You're like a
Yeah.
you have like
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I need a book maybe so I can write it. I'm not gonna read that.
And a castle.
Um,
I can read that.
You're like, I need a book. I'm not gonna read it.
okay, so well, you thinking like tunnel for us to get in, or like dig underneath it so it collapses?
I'm not sure they could make the entire building collapse, but they could definitely possibly cause, if you're thinking of going in through a wall, they could definitely undermine the wall to where it collapsed and you would have a way through. Or they could also dig you a tunnel in.
your thing is like leaking from the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
where? It's like a little air pressure situation.
So, depends on what your tactic is.
Well, we know they have a lot of guns,
Well, I mean,
and
I-
they had didn't they have somebody who like canceled out your stuff?
Yeah, they did.
So they have somebody who knows magic.
yeah, magic users and like full tactical squad
Yeah, and so we're outgunned, and
and out wand.
But if he broke the hinge,
I'm getting a lead helmet.
but we don't have exact measurements. Ooh, but we could go to the courthouse and get the measurements of the building,
so
correct?
Lead.
And then just have the
She's a
dwarves
No, like
So,
lead.
under and destroy the hinge more.
so can somebody like turn? We have a TV around here, like the news or something, because we just had a battle in Algiers.
Nah.
I mean, I can
And-
look up Yahoo News, but
Yeah,
it'd be
I mean,
days before they
is there
report on
there
Yeah.
anything in the
Not
news
quite.
come up or?
There's no TV at his tree because
Okay,
you know
it's
trees.
tree.
You know,
yeah,
I don't envision them actually reporting it.
probably
Well,
not.
maybe we should. Because I mean, they do have people captive, and then we
The
could
only
get.
problem
Yes.
is, what if they have me or us on camera, and then they could flip
Yeah,
that
they would-
to
they
a
probably-
television
would.
station
If we take it
or
public,
a newspaper?
That would just come back on us. Also,
Okay.
we would just be putting
There were no
civilians
cameras
who
outside,
are not
though, right? So
equipped
we're
to
gonna
We
let
didn't
report
see
what
any.
they have
They don't-
going on.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about they don't have cameras inside.
Yeah.